45 seconds. $30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Scream.
I am at the point in my life where I enjoy new experiences, and I would like to hear that because I could maybe tap into what happened to me, 42 years ago when they lopped mine off,
right?
And they barely knew what they were doing.
Oh, the baby gets wine.
Like a drop of wine on its tongue. Yeah.
I'm watching one right now.
Oh, you're watching one? Probably just not the actual procedure, right?
OnlyFans or YouTube? Where do you get?
This bad boy's on YouTube right now.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is
And about us, if they like what's happening, if they don't like what's happening. And I mean, as far as the show goes, everything seems to be going just fine. People will be like, you look like a man with your new haircut. I'm like, but did you like the show? And everything seems to be fine. So I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. 813-90-BUBBA if you'd like to call in. Brian, what's going on with your eye?
So I apparently broke a blood vessel randomly on Sunday. Don't know what happened. Don't know how it happened.
Pooping too hard or something?
No, I don't know what happened. Took my blood pressure. Checked it out. I went.
You just woke up like this?
I was out with my daughter. We were riding bikes. Nothing strenuous. Got back into the house, went upstairs, and my eye had started bleeding.
Oh my God!
In the white part there, and
I see it now. Are you okay?
How do you put a Band-Aid on it?
Put a Band-Aid.
I don't know how to deal with eye stuff.
Do you think it was it for you at that moment?
No, I'm not that. I don't go to that. Dark
I got
of a
cornea
place.
cancer.
But I was, slightly concerned about my bleeding in the whites of my eye.
Mm-hmm.
And
you called Dr. Dan or
no? Didn't call Dr. Dan.
Did your daughter? Was your daughter scared of you?
My daughter was intrigued by it. I don't think she was scared. She was just like, oh, well, that's weird. And I'm like, yeah, it's never happened to me. And
did you think about having to wear an eye patch at all?
Oh, that's a good
well,
look,
I was like,
Brian.
and of all the timing, it's after Gasparilla, right? I'm like, geez Louise. You would think it would happen conveniently. But
do you think this will affect your relationship with new clients? If
I
you
thought you
walk
were gonna
in?
say with my wife. I was like, she already left me.
No, right.
She left. She's been looking
She's been
for an
checked out for 10 years.
She's been looking for an out. So the second she said that, she's like, well, it's time for me to go. I think if anything, it's a good conversation starter. You know, it's
okay.
Like, you can elevate.
I don't look like this all the time.
You can elevate from small talk into much deeper talk here.
It's peacocking in a weird sort of way.
Yeah,
I like that.
You know, you're not walking around with blood in the whites of your eye. I mean, you have blood there. It's all in where it's supposed to be.
Right? Not coming out of your body.
In the vessels.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you for coming nonetheless, and you can see okay. Obviously, it doesn't really affect your vision.
Yeah,
or
if you
is
think
it...
about it, the white part you got.
I know it's
elevation.
not your retina, but
yeah. No,
but
it's
wondering.
fine. It is like a little irritated. So if we have any ophthalmologists that watch the show,
that'd be great if you could call in
813
Bubba. I kind of had a similar injury when I was probably about 11 or so. I was in I had a pool in my backyard. And I had a friend come over and we were swimming and we were just, messing around and she kicked off. And this is so gross and weird. Her toenail scratched my eyeball.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I came out of the pool and I was already like, well, I'm a dramatic person. But as an 11-year-old, like prepubescent person, I was even more dramatic. And I came out of the water just screaming, I'm blind. So... I was rushed to the emergency room and they're like, yeah, it looks like the toenail, like she kicked off, my friend kicked off and the toenail scratched the white of my eye.
Oof.
So, yeah, is it the sclera? Is that, I feel like that word is coming out of my recall. Is that what the white is? Or?
I don't know. I just call it my Terminator eye.
It's a good
look. Are you
look.
in pain?
It's irritated, It's like it's grating a little bit, like my voice and listening to me. But it's not anything too bad. There was one time when I thought I did lose my eye as well, and I was I in my past life I had one of those little Ski-Doo jet boats, like just essentially a giant jet ski that 4 or 5 people could be on the water.
Okay.
Oh,
they could hit 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour on the water. It was
not bragging.
It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we would tube off the back of it. And like have
that.
one of those that you hold on to.
Yes.
And you could get airborne.
Oh yeah, I've seen the videos.
So I remember I went straight up into the air and then I didn't let go until the last second of the tube, but the tube got ripped out and I remember landing on the water right on my eyeball.
Eyeball first, and it hurt so bad. And I immediately just put my hand there, and I go to the people, in the boat, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I think I lost my eye." And I lifted my hand up, and they're like, "Dude, there's literally nothing wong with your eye. You're fine.
You're fine."
do you need some protective eyewear?
I'm drowning.
What?
Stand up.
Why do you have? Are you going to try and rape a woman tonight?
What do you
gonna
mean?
Black those out
With swimming goggles?
Have you seen American Nightmare on Netflix?
No, I'm frightened of those things. Why they rape women with goggles? I was thinking about going for a swim or protecting your precious cornea.
Where did those come from?
My backpack.
He likes to swim, Brian. Don't be too alarmed.
I have stuff in my backpack.
Swim where though? Just randomly? Like, I gotta
in a pool.
But what?
I was thinking about going out back later today. I think it rains.
Pond?
In the pond.
If you put those on, go and swim across the pond underwater with those on, I'd give you. That'd be worth $300.
$300.
Yeah.
Wait, you said go underwater.
Under. You gotta go under the
That's
water.
not good.
Dude, you're gonna get like a flesh and eat it.
No, I know.
Please don't do it.
It was sounded nice until I decided, realized I was gonna have to.
Please don't do it.
Risk death. Yeah.
Another announcement we need to make. Seth, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Sethy.
Happy birthday to Seth. How are you feeling about 42?
I feel it was a little scary, but I feel like deep down that this is going to be a pivotal year for me. Pivotal.
In what way? Like it all turns on 42?
Yeah, I just feel like Jackie Robinson was 42. It's a monumental number.
Oof, they stole his statue and burnt it.
Oh, I saw that on ESPN.
That's bad omen, man. Bad omen.
I saw that.
What does that mean?
There was a Jackie Robinson
no, I
statue.
did hear about that, but do you think it's like 7 years of bad luck? Is it like breaking a mirror? Like
I don't know that he would reference it and say that was Jackie Robinson's number, like it was going to be a good thing, but then this very bad thing preceded that. I don't know, man.
So how are you celebrating, or are you?
Me?
Seth?
I don't know.
Yeah, you, birthday boy.
Right.
How are you celebrating?
I'm right here. And then I was thinking about doing a podcast with you after the show.
Yes.
And then
that's
dinner
what
at Glory Days.
Dinner at Glory Days,
Oh, no.
and then whack until I fall asleep.
Awesome.
Sounds like a party to me.
sounds like a
That sounds like the
great time.
perfect birthday.
Yeah, I mean, my daughter doesn't care. It's school picture day at her school. They got school spirit night at Chipotle. So
It's my
At
daughter's
Chipotle.
school picture day today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, your kids need to hang out. I called this out yesterday.
He's 13 days older than me.
Yeah.
Your
'cause-
birthday's Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Oh,
Trust
Yeah.
me, and I'll remember it too.
You're an Aquarian?
yeah.
Aquarian?
Yeah.
Is that a zodiac sign?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Aquarius.
Right.
But that would make him an Aquarian.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Get with it, Anna.
I'm sorry.
You should
I'm
know
not
these
well
things.
versed on my zodiac signs. Please forgive me
You strike me as
because I'm a woman.
Well, no.
Okay.
Just like your vibe and everything.
Yeah.
What's your sign, girl?
If you
sign?
didn't go down like the conspiracy theory, rabbit hole, I think you would totally have gone down the zodiac.
But I like
the
science,
stars.
though.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Don't you feel like those two things are
Oh,
separate?
they are incongruent.
Have you ever been with a woman who was into or maybe your wife is now? I don't know.
No, she's
She's
not.
not
I wouldn't
into
have married
the.
her. I would not. Have
Okay,
married
is
her.
that a disqualifier? Because I
It's-
feel like it is for some people.
It's not immediate, but it's a gigantic red flag
Okay.
that whoever you're dealing with is not mentally stable.
Gotcha. Do zodiac signs matter in your household, Seth?
God, no. But
Okay.
I always found it funny how, I don't know, you would see these girls and it was important to them what sign a guy was, and all of a sudden if they knew what sign somebody was, and they knew automatically everything about them.
The
and
compatibility of the two signs. Oh, you're a
sorry.
Libra.
I still think it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but maybe there's something behind it. I don't know.
Yeah, neither do I. I also think it's a red flag. I think
It's
I
a
had
huge
maybe.
red flag.
I think I had a guy one time approach me asking me what my sign was, thinking that I would be into it, and then I don't even think I said anything. I just left the bar.
You know
I was
what
like,
you say? You know what my sign is? Stop.
Please, yeah, exactly.
I'm a stop sign.
We're done for today. Thank you very much. What was like your best birthday? Is there like a standout birthday? And I'm asking everybody in the room.
8? I don't know.
25.
Okay, 25. Like, what happened? Why was it so great? Was it the year that followed, or was it just the celebration of the year? Or
No, it was my best friend had died of cancer.
Oh.
I think that the day of
Jesus.
the night of my birthday. And then all my friends got together and they had they called it Happy Seth Day, and I was over in St. Pete, and we went over to Janice Landing, and AFI was playing my favorite band, so went and saw them, and Phoebe let me have do special things with her that day.
Whoa,
and yeah,
nice.
just a memorable birthday.
AFI, that's silver and cold.
Yeah.
All right, there
look
you
at
go.
you. Well, you guys are the exact same age,
Yes,
so
almost.
basically twinsies.
And yeah,
with the
well,
daughters
his
and-
daughter's
yeah.
a year older than mine.
But we're still
We're very close in every. And did you have a failed marriage prior to
No.
your first one?
No, but this could still.
I was just about to say,
I mean,
you could be in the midst of.
I do want to be like you, so I'm a failed marriage away.
I'm going to give you some pro advice right now. You already outkicked your coverage once. You're not going to do it again.
I'd like to just see what's out there.
I'll
there
tell
you
you
go.
right now what's out there. It ain't good for us.
No.
It ain't good for us.
Why do you say that? I
The
feel like with
world has
men,
changed. No.
it gets better with age,
No,
right?
It may get better for us in a sense, in like the loosest sense of the word.
Yeah.
The world has changed so much in the last just 13 since I was out there running around.
Sure.
It's such a different game. I wouldn't even know where
Is this
to
about
start.
fentanyl and you can't have fun anymore?
Well, that's part of it.
Okay,
but
'cause I knew you used to
it's
get
about
down.
the chicks too. Like I want to
Yeah.
get a disclaimer and a sign off waiver before we do anything.
Sure, oh, yeah.
Like I have to
Okay.
videotape you like a hostage saying I consent to everything that's about to happen.
Well, besides the zodiac thing, are there any other like red flags that you see in women all the time that you just didn't in the past or something? The list is too long.
No, I'm trying to think because I'm not out there like looking for
Right,
this. Like,
but you kind of got your hand on the pulse of what's going on,
so
and
other-
cultural changes.
Women
and
want
shit.
it all. Women want it all in one guy, and then they have to realize that they have to make concessions because one guy doesn't have everything they want.
That, and also what I realize is with social media, every girl thinks she's a 10. right?
With filters?
Yeah, well, because she gets so much attention from men online that she's like, oh, I must be a 10. So she's walking around town just thinking she's a 10 when she's really a 5.
Yeah,
I think so she kind of has this like elevated sense of self-worth, self-esteem, that sort of thing. Is that a change you've noticed, or not that you're out there, but
I mean, it's always been a little bit that way, especially in South Tampa, because you get those UT girls that are coming from money up north
from Massachusetts,
and in Massachusetts they were a 9, but in Florida they're a 6.
Yeah. It's I was a Detroit 9.
You got a lot of girls that are
I'm a Tampa 5
that are winter 8s and summer 5s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they change with the seasons.
I'm just saying.
No, you're not wrong. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I fully get what you're saying.
And so you get those winter 8s that would come down here, and they just have this air about them and this attitude. But you move on.
If you hit the dating scene again, Brian, honestly, and you were on a dating app, what would you sign up for your age? Bracket.
See, I don't really know that I would go the dating route, the dating app route. I would still want to be out meeting people. First of all, this doesn't photograph well. It doesn't. I need
the eye, or just you.
Currently, the Terminator eye. I'm looking for my Sarah Connor.
Nikki Peel, $100 cash app.
With the hot wife. Thank you very much. Love you, Allie.
I would probably still just hit the bar scene and.
It's depressing and tiring, and costs money. That's a lot, Brian. You can just sit there and swipe on your couch. I'm just saying, would you be
Why not do it all?
Would you like 18 to 55? Like, what would your
18 to 55?
What would your age
He's got range.
Be? It wouldn't be 18 at this point, because I want to be able to have a conversation, and there's nothing in common there at this point. If I'm double your age. I'll go hang out with your dad, maybe.
Oh, wow. You can't have your banger.
Yeah.
Blast your mom.
You sicko.
I think 27 to 45 would be
okay. Good.
Range.
That's appropriate. I certainly think that's appropriate.
I think that would be kind of my range there.
Yeah.
And
leaning more towards the 27
of
than
course.
the 45.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to pop out a few more kids. I don't know.
Single women in their 40s.
You just think that is a red flag, perhaps?
That's an automatic red flag.
Don't put it on you, though.
It depends on their circumstances, though, right?
I understand, but on the whole, a single woman at 27, a single woman in her 40s.
Absolutely. Understand.
Big difference.
Understand. Now, going back to my original question about, like, your favorite birthday, best time in your life, is there an age that kind of just stands out?
I think it's got to be around 30.
No, I'm not asking for men. I'm asking for you.
30 for me specifically. Okay. And the reason being is I was, getting out of my. I almost said transitioning, which clearly I'm still in that. Now, I had just gotten divorced and was living for the first time in my adult life, single. And had some money in my pocket professionally, and was able to just go out and that was the year of my life. I mean, it was just
1 year.
Trips. That was, I would say, when you say birthday, because then I ultimately met my now wife, but
in your hoe phase.
In my hoe phase. Well, yeah.
The tail end of it, I hope?
Well, it was the end of my hoe phase.
Okay, well, I
point.
didn't know if you circled back and...
No. It was the end of my... I knew when I met her that she was the one and hung out with her and everything.
Sweet.
Just based, I had enough life experience at that point, and having previously been married, it provides you with a lot of insight of what you're looking for. You definitely know what you're not looking for. Right. And when you know what you don't want, it makes it easier to find what you ultimately want.
Are you and your wife the same age, or roughly?
No, I'm 2 years older than her.
Okay, well,
so
pretty
roughly,
much.
We're in the same age bracket.
Yeah. And Lummy, you've had some life experience under your belt. Is there a time or a birthday that stands out where you're like, man, that was like the best time ever?
The last couple years, my birthdays have been the best.
Awesome.
I'm
the only ones you can remember?
Is it because I wasn't at your birthday party?
Yes, the last 2 years have been amazing for you not being there.
Well, because your son was born, Lummy, or just because you're just for what? Did they take care of you here? What's made the last couple so special? Because you've always been special to me.
Oh, thank you, Seth. No, just I feel I'm happier now, and the last 2 birthdays, my son was born. married my beautiful wife. And, it's my whole life has been different, and it's happy.
I feel like he's reading a script right now.
Is this what Ashley is texting right now? No, that's wonderful because usually people look to their past and they say like, wow, that was really great. And now my life is awesome, but for different reasons. But you're like, I'm living that moment right now.
And Lummy's like, it's all made possible by Super Beats.
That's right. And BetterHelp.
Turmeric.
3 years ago, I called BetterHelp.
By the way, CC Hall on YouTube said that single men in their 40s red flag. So
what?
Yeah, I mean not just with single women. I guess single men in their 40s are red flags.
I mean it could be, but whatever.
I mean, they're pretty much, if you're single in your 40s, you're just rolling around looking to bang, aren't you?
Yeah, especially if you've never been married. That's just got to be a huge red flag.
Oh, if you've never been married,
never been married? Really? Is that I mean, what if you've been in some long-term relationships, but you just never been married? Is that still a red flag?
As far as a girl or a guy goes.
Either way. I don't know.
If a girl hasn't been married...
Are you starting to get worried up there, Anna?
No. Asking for a friend. I don't know. Just whatever.
I think if it is a red flag especially if you've never had any like really serious, like you've never been close.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing if you hear somebody and they're like, yeah, it just didn't work out or she died. Or,
yeah, we were together for 7 years and okay. Yeah. But if you've just never been
like,
close.
yeah, what's your longest relationship? 8 months. Like it's like, okay, well, there's something wrong with you. From a partner standpoint, it may not be something deeply ingrained that's wrong with you, but from a partnership standpoint, there's something there that's not.
If clicking. Everyone is not selecting you for long term, there might be a problem.
Or there's nobody that you can select. You know, either you're not trying, you're not looking, you're
selecting the wrong. Maybe in my case, because I have some female friends like that. Men, you're selecting the wrong men. I do know one person, and Seth knows this person too, but they've never been in a long-term relationship, probably longer than 3 months, and then they also have a child. So, not great.
I can't wait to
we'll discuss later.
I need to find out who that is.
You know her, and you kind of know her well. I did want to discuss this because it kind of involves sports, but it also involves scandal. So I feel like both parties can be happy here. I'm sure you're familiar with this guy. I didn't know about him until yesterday. Dave Canales.
Yeah.
Did I say his last name right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's the new Panthers coach. Is that correct? But was an offensive, defensive, sort of coordinator
for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
For the Buccaneers. Well, I didn't know if you knew about this guy and his dirty past, but he's found Jesus now. He's also 42 years old, and I think him and his wife just wrote a new book.
Yeah.
Is it called My Marriage or something? This Marriage? This Marriage.
Yeah.
The question that changed everything. So this guy, I guess, was like a dirty birdie. Did we know this about this character?
No, nobody cares. He's clearly trying to sell books, but we'll just see. Porn and binge drinking is called being a dude with a sex drive. I mean, come on.
Well, I think it's beyond pornography. It seems like he was aggressively cheating on his wife from the get.
Well, that's not a porn addiction. That's called being a scumbag.
No, I understand. I'm just saying, Brian.
I mean, like he gives people with porn addiction a bad name. He's roping them in with.
Yes, I understand it, but it involves everything. I'm just reading what it says in the article, Brian, but he said he had an addiction to porn, and he had an addiction to the real thing, and he had addiction to drugs. My whole thing, I understand he's trying to sell books. It just seems a little bit bizarre that you want to kind of put this all out there, especially when I don't know if this would make things harder to get jobs because, well, maybe not, because he's getting, right? I mean,
he's got
a
6-year contract.
Fantastic.
He's got 4 kids.
He's good at what he does, I imagine.
When did this come out? Did this come out like before he started here in Tampa, Lummy? Because I didn't hear about this.
No, it wasn't really known until I'd say a couple months ago.
Okay.
When they started talking about the book. I mean, I think he said he had to get out of Seattle because it was just so bad.
He was banging left and right there?
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's known his wife since college, and they have 4 kids, and I guess he just he got real horned up in his 30s.
Yeah, I said, no matter how hard I tried by going to church, reading my Bible, and praying, I always had a secret, dark place that was just mine. So I guess he came out and he had this struggle with his wife and his marriage, but they kept it together. I mean, they have 4 children together, and that's a beautiful thing. But I feel like if I found out that someone was aggressively cheating on me for, like, I don't know, a decade, I'd probably just end things. but they wanted to work it out. I don't know.
I don't know who's supposed to look good here. I mean, I guess good for him for finding Jesus, so he stopped cheating on his wife aggressively. But I mean, nobody really looks good here. He doesn't look good. She doesn't look good. The Lord looks good. The Panthers don't look so good. I mean,
book sales might look good.
So he calls it a porn addiction. All these articles, is he saying that looking at, and this is where I want clarification.
Sure.
Looking at pornography was being unfaithful?
No. Let me read.
Okay.
A huge part, this is a quote, a huge part in the severed intimacy that I was experiencing with Lizzie, who is his wife, was because I was addicted to porn. It was like a gateway drug for me, creating pathways in my brain that allows me to use sex coldly for my own benefit.
Oh, my God.
It was a secret, silent struggle that I had years before I was married. He also wrote about how he cheated on Lizzie 1 month before they were married. He admitted to having multiple affairs, and he first cheated on his wife at his bachelor party. When I read that, I was like, yeah, I don't know why that cuts deeply, because I feel like most women are already on edge when they're like, wait, you're having a Bucks night or bachelor party somewhere, and you're already a little bit, you know, there's probably going to be strippers, there's going to be women, but the fact that you give them like a long leash and then they do in fact hang themselves right before the wedding is alarming. Did you have a bachelor party, Seth? I feel like you didn't. Or you did something like you went to like a bounce house or something. What did you do?
A bounce house?
I don't know. I feel like he's a mild kind of guy.
Bounce house guy?
I don't know.
Jesus, we put
Going
that
to a
on
trampoline park with your bros?
I don't know.
I mean, I had an orgy on the Bang Bus, guys. I don't know. What
So you went to a Rays game. Okay. Is that what you did? Something like that?
No, I went to go see Adam Carolla at the Performing Arts Center, and then I went to a club after with a bunch of my dude friends. There were no women around, and then one of my friends started throwing up, and then we took him back to my house, and then he threw up all over my trash can.
So you had to play mom on your bachelor party?
Yeah, and then that was
that sucks.
and then with Phoebe's bachelorette party, they went to Daytona and went to all the strip clubs and stuff. So
they have those there?
Yeah.
Oh man, Daytona's a dump.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed with Daytona.
So they did a little bit. She saw more naked women than I did. I didn't see any naked women at all.
Oh, she didn't go to like a male review.
No,
right.
no,
She went to just a normal strip club.
Yeah, the ladies and stuff.
Dude, they're so fun. I forgot how much fun they are, but I went after Barb to the dollhouse, and I feel like you'll be seeing me there more frequently because it's a good dude. It's I don't know what it is.
On or
like,
off stage?
No, I was off stage, even though I did come home with dollar bills all over my. I don't know. I derobed and just dollar bills started flying, and then because the night's a little bit fuzzy, I was like, because people were giving me money. Like, I'm not going to say who, but people were giving me dollar bills to like make it rain, and I was like, did my little Jewish brain just start putting the dollar bills like in my own bra? Because like I could kind of see myself doing that, but I don't know what happened. But it was fun. Brian, you go to strip clubs sometimes, or at least you did in your past, right?
Yeah. They're fun. I mean, they can be fun. I will say as I get older, they're a little more depressing.
Oh, why? Because
I have a daughter, and it just changed things. It does a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and
but it's good to go hear the girls' stories, see what they're up to. And,
their stories.
Just make sure they're on the right track. Maybe their father was in their life, you know?
Babyface, you can direct them the right way.
You're doing this for college, right? You know?
Yeah.
To pay for college, right?
You're a dental hygienist, right? You're going to be a dental hygienist? All of them are
really?
going to be nurses or dental hygienists. Yeah. They all have their own story. And in their minds, they may actually be intending to do that. But no, you're not. You know, very few of them are working their way from the strip club up to med school.
Why do we judge strippers? Don't we think that they're judging us when we go there? We're like, yeah, grind on us. Here's $40.
Oh, they're judging us. They're disgusted by us.
As they should be.
Yes, I would be too.
And now we're going to go ahead and be disgusted by you.
But that's what's so weird about it's like this fantasy world where we're all pretending that we're all something that we're not. And that people are not in their frame of mind that they actually are. It's a weird when you really think about it.
That we are pretending something that we're not.
Yeah, that
like,
we're like
pretending we like ass.
No, pretending that we're attractive and you know can
that
pull
these women like
over. That we're interesting, we're engaging.
Yeah,
you know there is that little bit of that's some guys will just go there just to see, you know, and I guess but
Don't you think most guys
like, oh, I think she may actually like me. I may actually have some game, you know?
Maybe she doesn't really love her rich boyfriend that she was telling me about that doesn't know she's here.
Interesting. Is there like a standout conversation, Brian, that because I know that during your whore year, when you whored out, was there like a standout conversation you had with a stripper that kind of moved you? Because I've had a few conversations with girls in Vegas. I had a bender one time, probably about 12 years ago. And I never need to go to Vegas ever again. But there were some conversations where I was like, wow, like I felt like they were just kind of normal girls. And I just, like you said, I think one was trying to be a dental hygienist. And I was like, oh, sweet. I mean, I was also younger too, so I maybe, believed her or something like that. But
maybe I'm sure there's a percentage of them that do actually obtain their degree from DeVry.
Phoenix
University of Phoenix, or Kaiser.
Yeah. But nothing that you really recall about, or a standout moment in a strip club where, I don't know, some crazy S went down.
Well, we went one night after a USF game. There's a big group of us that were there. We went to the Penthouse Club. It was the night of the Rousey home fight.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Holly Holmes?
Holly Holm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
And so we went there, and
dude, I was at Penthouse Club that night.
Wow, that's crazy.
You guys are the same person.
I've been there one time, and I was there that night.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a paid appearance for the Bone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got a free Caesar salad.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know how late you stayed, but so we walk in.
I would remember that too.
I got a free Caesar salad.
For the steaks, you get a Caesar salad.
That's all they would let him order. They're like, you can't have a free steak, but we'll give you a salad.
Sweet.
Well, I just remember that was my first time ever seeing Ronda Rousey, and then she lost, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that head kick.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're at the Penthouse?
So we all go in, and I see how I knew what the night was. I get in there immediately, and I was like, we need a table. Because it was packed in there. Mm-hmm. And everybody in our group's like, no, let's just go. I said, no, we need a table. This is a ticking time bomb. So they had us sitting up.
And this is during your hoe year, right?
No. This was with my wife. We were out with friends. There's like 4 couples and a couple of single people. So there's probably 10 of us in total. Mm-hmm. So we go up to this. They're like, there's no tables left, but this group's about to leave. So, which is another story in and of itself that I'll get into. So we go up and we're standing by this table, and this group was nice. They're like, come over here. We're leaving. You guys can have our table. We're going to be leaving.
Right.
Within 40 seconds after that, huge melee breaks out, chairs flying, bouncers coming over, grabbing people, putting them in headlocks, people getting hit with chairs, because I saw it come. I mean, it's a UFC night at a strip club. That is not where you want to be.
Right.
There's a lot of testosterone in that room.
A lot
of alcohol in that room.
Yeah.
And so that's a recipe for disaster. So that happened. And then while that's happening and everything, we didn't realize it, but there's like this Tampa swingers club.
Eyes Wide Shut?
I don't know who they were. This group.
Lifestyle. Yeah.
This lifestyle group. That's whose table we were sitting at. And that's why they were so welcoming and accommodating to us.
They wanted you to blast.
They wanted all of us to start partying with them. So they're over there talking to our girls, telling them, and I started looking around. I'm like, they're being really nice to us. I was like, this doesn't make sense. So I was like, hey, so what's the occasion for you guys? And they're like, oh, we're a part of this lifestyle. I'm like, okay. So they ended up.
I like how people being nice to you is a red flag.
Yeah, it's overly nice.
I get it.
Take our liquor, have our table.
Sure.
We just walked in. It's
right.
not like,
Yeah, them telling their wives to sit on Brian's lap. I mean, they are very friendly,
Yeah. So they were literally leaving. I don't know. I guess, I know what they're going to go do.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it was like 11:30. They're like, yeah, it's, they're all in their 40s and 50s and 60s. So they're like, we need to go blast
right
before we fall asleep. And so they left us, and we got there. We didn't even have to pay for liquor or anything. We literally took over their table and had free booze and everything. So it was an interesting night. That was the last really interesting strip club night that I had.
Beautiful. And I believe Lummy was in attendance when we went to the Dollhouse after Barb.
Yes, you looked like you had a really good time.
Yeah, I feel like you were like really comfortable there, like because Ashley was being super cool about stuff. You were kind of showing me like how to make it rain. I was being very awkward because I don't like. I don't know that you can touch people without like saying, "Can I touch you?" So I was just asking. I was like,
only Ashley apparently.
so,
Yeah, no kidding.
so I was just like tapping them on the shoulders, like, "Would you mind if I put this dollar bill like in there?" And everyone was like, "Anna, you don't have to do that." But it was just weird. Made me a little bit uncomfortable.
That's not what you were saying. You were saying, if I give you, how can I get 75 cents back?
Shut up, Brian. Don't out me. Let's take a call. Hello, who's this?
Joe the supermarket.
Oh, what's going on, Joe? I feel like you might get sniped.
Or we may come up to time. Sorry,
Yeah.
Joe.
All right.
Well, let him talk. Go ahead, Joe.
Go
What's
ahead,
up,
Joe.
buddy?
What happened?
Nothing. Go. What's going on?
Nothing. I just want to wish Seth a happy birthday first. That's more important than anything.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, man.
You're a
No
sweet
doubt.
man.
I heard y'all talking about strippers, and I know so much on the inner psyche of a stripper because I dated a stripper for 3 years.
Was this the Puerto Rican that was addicted to angel dust?
No, she was actually Portuguese, and she's the one that introduced me.
And addicted to heroin. But nice try.
I was close. I was close.
Samsonite, way off.
No, she's the one that introduced me to angel dust. But then at the end of our relationship, I couldn't be with her anymore because she was so addicted to heroin.
Okay, so we're both right.
and she was trying to get like, oh my God, everything she did for money went right to heroin immediately.
That's usually what happens when you're addicted.
Were you doing things for drugs?
Of course.
I was just driving her, and she was paying for my gas. She was buying my food. And then after she got out of work, we would go and party all night for free with this, different situations. And she would go and dance on men, and just everything in her head was
Sounds
about
healthy.
getting money.
Yeah.
Don't lie, Joe, because I'm going to
here.
ask you a serious question. Do you ever go gay for pay?
Never. I never have, but I would now because I got nothing better to do.
Yeah. He's bored.
He's broken. He's broken.
You wish you did back then, right? You wish the party never stopped?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, when I used to work at the liquor store, these strippers would come in before work, and they would have to get nips because they couldn't handle going to work without getting drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
So then I started going to the strip club. When I turned 18, they have a strip club out here you could go to, and that's where I actually met the man that trained me to become a professional wrestler. So like, without the strip club, I wouldn't have never been a wrestler. So there you go. But I would go into the strip club with $20 in my pocket, and I'd sit there and I'd wait and watch, and I would watch for the hottest girl.
Yeah.
And then when I found her, I would just go right up to her. Hey, can I get a private dance? I would get one song, and sometimes the dance would be awesome. Sometimes I would just sit there and talk. And then all of a sudden, once I started dating the stripper, I was disgusted. I didn't even want to go in the strip club at all. She would say, come in, blah, blah, blah. And then the girls would come up, and they would, other girls. And I'd be like, no, I'm just here with her. And they'd be like offended that I didn't give them money or I didn't want them to dance on me. So, and then all of a sudden, when they get sick of being strippers, they flip and then they go to work at Hooters. No, I'm serious.
I thought it usually goes in the opposite direction.
Yeah, that's the Tampa girls.
And then they get sick of working at Hooters and they flip back and then they go back to being strippers.
They're usually a bottle girl in between somewhere.
So what's your Puerto Rican angel dust girl up to these days?
She's dead.
She is fat.
Fat?
She's in a she got
Is it because she
fat.
quit?
She says she's clean for the past couple months. She just talked to me. She just called me out of nowhere. And
Do you still love her?
I kind of do, and
Yeah.
she says she loves me too.
Oh, that's sweet.
Aw.
But she's been in and out of women's shelters. She's been beaten by every man that she comes in contact with.
Including
She
you?
acts crazy, and they. No, never.
Oh.
I promise. No. I promise.
believe you.
I would never. Yeah. So, but she acts crazy, and I learned how to handle that. I know that she has anxiety. I know she acts up. I know my chest is getting tight. You just got. If she wants a Newport, give her a Newport.
Because she constantly thinks she's ODing. All right, I got the message. Thank you. All right, Joe, we got to let you go, buddy. But thank you for telling us your stories about the strippers with the angel dust.
Great job, by the way. You're killing it. Love it.
Thank you.
God bless.
All right, God bless. Thank you. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back shortly.
It's a sign. The end times are here. Ultra-powerful hurricanes, tsunamis, massive earthquakes, and Bubba the Love Sponge.
Sorry.
Yeah, same here.
Oh shit! You didn't have headphones this whole time?
No, I did.
Oh, you
They're
did.
way too bassy.
So,
I don't think he had headphones at all.
What's up? I got YouTube and I got.
So you getting a little sloppy top for your birthday?
Sloppy top.
Sloppy top, yeah, I'm gonna have to see. Depends on how many meetings my wife has today, so.
Oh, it has to be during the middle of the day?
Well, I mean, once my daughter's home, there's no.
That's true. She sleeps in your bed, right?
I think it's that one.
She sleeps in my bed, yeah, but it's like once she gets home at like 3, there's no.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, like she falls asleep in your bed,
perfect.
your wife
Thank you,
can't slide out to the living room?
Oh yeah, but I'm a during the day kind of guy. I'm too tired
okay.
at night, so,
Good morning, Gary.
My fully engorged time is between 11 a.m. and about 2:30 p.m.
So right after the show, you just get a hard on and it doesn't stop until 2 p.m.?
Normally, sometimes it dies around 3, but yeah, and then even if I'm, horned up, 6, 7 o'clock, I'm in bedtime mode, No horned up anymore. You could shove a muff right in my face, I would be like, no thank you.
Something.
Just kidding. What's up? Thank you, Caviar. I appreciate it. What's up,
Good
Nick?
morning, Nick, the gun guy.
Nick. What's up, Gary? Thank you. Belinda, thank you. Timothy, thank you. Timothy. Fully
Yeah, let's
aboard.
get some donations for Seth's birthday. Come on. I mean, you can say they're for Seth's birthday. They're not going to go directly to Seth.
No.
But a small
They don't
percentage
know
of that
that.
will trickle on through down the line.
Trickle.
The trickle down effect.
Oh man, nice
Well, if
catch.
you're anything like Brian, you're gonna get money repellent. So
We got $100.
we did from Nikki Peel, yeah.
Nikki peeled off 100.
Yeah, good talking to you, Jay Gator, man. Let me know what you get today.
They were at the strip club with me. They
I
were a
love
good
seeing what people
time.
get.
Oh, but he's doing some cards?
He's a card guy.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
He's been collecting for a while. We were talking yesterday. Dude, I mean, I'm telling you, like a lot of the people are, they're not out about it. They send me messages because
Yeah, they don't
get
want to
judged.
publicly get judged.
Yeah.
Well, listen, almost 4,000 views of our video already. It's the hottest Bubba video, other than his Thanksgiving video, the hottest original Bubba video content since in the last year.
You heard it, people.
Go on YouTube, click on it. Let us hit over 4,000.
Let it eat, cuzzos.
Let it eat. Watch it twice. It's very nice.
Thank you, 843. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Morning, Grouper.
Art. What's up, Big Buck? Let's see what we got here. Oshad Kenny, Mr. Peabody, Bubba Nash. Birthday gun for Seth.
Is that Nick the gun guy?
Yeah. Jay Gator's in.
Desert Eagle. Gold-plated Desert Eagle.
A fucking musket. Thank you, Anthony Weiner. Thank you, 69.
Oh, we got a lot of February birthdays. The Havoc, Grouper Lips, me, Seth.
Amy from.
Thank you,
Dragon
Grouper. I
Amy.
appreciate it, buddy. Thanks
Tease
for everything.
birthdays in February. Tease, Amy, Seth, you.
Thank you, Kevin. Art.
For a short month, though, that's a lot.
Havoc, happy birthday, man. Thanks, Lummy's assed up birthday cake. Yikes.
Oh, it's a leap year this year.
Thank you, Steve. Hierarchy of the man.
Oh, Spices, February.
Belinda, 25.
Yeah.
You going to his party?
Spice Boy? Always, man. It's at Manson's. It's really good. Actually, they do it at that place off of Dale
Oh,
Mabry.
shit, that's awesome, Pippi. Congrats, man.
Isn't he part of like 13 Ugly Men?
Yeah, he is.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me get back over here.
And Bubba got him for a while and got when things were a little bit hotter with that, and they took him off the page, but he never left the club. And then I think he's back on the page again.
We watched it not too long ago, like a little promo video they had for their white party.
Yeah, it's a good way to describe it.
Who's Pat? Tell Pat to wake up. I don't know who Pat is.
I love people getting drunk together and thinking they're actually making a tremendous change in the world. No, just take the money that you were going to spend on all that alcohol and all the trappings and donate it directly.
What fun would that be?
Well, no, it's having a giant party rather than just raising the funds. You know, having to have something in return for yourself is not true charity and philanthropy.
Thank you, Kim. Hey, Lummy, do you know if we got any packages at all over the last couple of days?
Yeah.
We did? All right, I just want to, is it all right if I check? Because people have said they sent some cards from Amazon.
For you?
Well, for us. I just wanted to confirm that we got them. I mean, I'm not trying to do anything with them.
Probably.
All right.
They're a big box. I mean, usually I just put them inside because wait till Bubba.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to open them without Bubba.
I can't do anything without Bubba.
Because I don't think it has your name on it.
I can't do anything without Bubba.
Like, there's one with my name on it, but I know what it is.
Okay.
But you're still not opening it until Bubba gets here?
And it's technically for Bubba.
Oh.
So.
I can't do anything,
guys. I
guys.
wanted to check to make sure they're in good, whatever it is in good shape. I'm like, I can't open the box.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it, man.
From Tampa, Florida, home of the big, fat, greasy bitch, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. And now, here's your host, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Welcome back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Son's Bubba the Love Sponge. He's in Ocala doing race things. He'll be back on Monday, though. We got Brian in today. Brian, thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, sorry I couldn't come in yesterday.
All good, man.
I do have to say something that, and you may disagree with it, but you definitely have a different voice and projection as the host than you do as, which is, it's
Oh,
fitting.
you got to, yeah.
But your host voice is totally different than your regular show
thank
voice.
you, I think.
The way you
I know it's not a compliment, it's just a observation.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not like I'm saying it's good or bad or anything.
No,
like
I saw people who were saying similar things. Like it's like you said, you got to, when you're driving the show versus just kind of like chiming in occasionally as I would do normally, it's just a different vibe. I'm in a different mindset. I get here way earlier. I prep for the show, but I think it's going well. I think we're getting pretty good feedback on it, so I appreciate all those who are listening and contributing. Cash App, PayPal, please and thank you, at the Bubba Army. I believe, Lummy, can you give us a Venmo update? Is it same?
Same.
Okay.
Venmo does not like us.
It's Seth's birthday.
Yeah.
It's Seth's birthday.
He's only going to be 42 once. It's going to be a pivotal year for him.
Not just that. If you really do think Anna's doing a good job this week, you got to bring the money, because that's the first thing Bubba Krabs is going to say when he gets back is, oh my goodness, how I could never leave for an entire week again because I can't make enough money. I didn't do it. The track, it rained on Sunday, and so we got rained out for the end of the big winter nationals, and now I come back to find out that my money is down 93% year over year for the same week in February and January last year.
Yeah, you guys did a great job, but it's going to be tough on payroll this week. You know, we need a big week, so hopefully I can pay you guys for all the great work you did last week.
Yeah, sadly, that is perfectly accurate. That's exactly what we'll say. And the whole reason why we're here and not doing best ofs is to make money. So it'd be nice.
Well, I might just make as much doing best of and just tell you guys to have an unpaid week next year. So you may wanna reconsider that. I mean, I'm just saying, I listen to the shows and you only ask for money 22 times over 5 days, and that is weak.
You're not wrong. Listen, I didn't think I was going to like begging for money as much as I do. I always thought
Florida Fishing Channel 999 Super Chat.
Thank you very much. And was there a beef fennel over the hot mic? I just want you to read it over.
Yeah, Belinda Fennel 25.
Oh, wonderful! And 100 from Nikki P. I'll give you a little bit of that too. Thank you guys so much.
So one of you gets paid today. That's good.
It won't be me.
We should just have Bubba Bubba's impersonator in here today instead of Babyface, or maybe they go back and forth like the very talented Manson when doing two people at once.
Oh, nobody can compete with Manson. Well, at one time.
I love it.
You know, like all things, it fades.
All right, the Super Bowl. I can say that. Whatever. The Super Bowl is coming up, and along with that comes a bunch of prop bets. Now, Lummy, I feel like you're probably the most experienced gambler. I think that's a nice way of saying it.
Oh, thank you.
What are some of the prop bets going to be, or what are they usually every year?
Well, I mean, obviously
there.
the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, there is a couple on Taylor Swift that I believe I was talking about yesterday with Seth. What lipstick she's going to wear, hairstyle.
How many times they're going to show her.
Color of the Gatorade that they dump on the winning coach.
Now,
there was a guy yesterday, a post that got picked up. He DM'd every single player on the team. And he's like, hey, we're doing an experiment at school for my math class, and if we can figure out what color the Gatorade is, we'll win a free $15 gift card to Starbucks. So can you guys get back to me? I mean, he messaged everyone he possibly could.
Oh, Jesus.
And the most you can put on that is like $500, right? Like those prop bets, they don't let you put crazy money because it is something you can know.
Who is they?
Vegas.
Oh,
okay. They cap it. They cap it off on like the Star Spangled Banner. If you're inside the know, and you can only put about 500. Some people do about 1,000 sometimes.
Okay, this is probably like a really dumb question, but like you're saying through an app, like through MyBookie or something, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
or BetMGM, or
because I mean, like
Florida,
between friends, obviously, doesn't really matter.
But Hard Rock Bet, they don't have like a lot of props.
No, they don't yet.
So
Gloria Zach 25 Cash App, Chub It Up Spice 20. Yeah, MyBookie has all the Hard Rock. I don't think they've released them yet.
Okay, all of the ones that are up. And I feel like there are so many. Yeah, brand of shoes. The halftime performer Usher will be wearing is one of them. Focus on Taylor Swift and how many times she'll be on camera. Whether or not the pop star and her boyfriend, Kelsey, will announce their first pregnancy.
What? That's a crazy. What is that one paying? That's got to be like 10,000 to 1.
Well, actually, that's what how many times they show Taylor Swift is over one is 10,000 to 1.
So if it's just one time, then that person wins 10 grand.
No, I think 10 cents if you bet $1. Is it 10 cents if you bet $1, Love, or 10 cents if you bet like I don't know.
$10 you bet 10 cents.
Okay, you bet $10.
It's 10,000. 10,000 to 1.
Is anyone excited for Usher's halftime show?
If they don't show her.
Because
only if he takes his shirt off
and shows us his herpes.
Genital herpes. Yeah, not a good time.
I just hope he takes it nice and slow. Because I've been waiting for this for so long.
See, I feel like Brian is an Usher fan.
Oh, most definitely.
His music's good.
He's from our era.
I know. I'm just saying. I feel like he's an Usher fan.
Yeah.
You know, I say that when I go to a strip club. I want to make love in this club. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean,
his catalog is pretty impressive.
It sure is. He's been around for quite some time. Yeah, and when I think of like that song, it defines my high school career. Like just this summer of 2004.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, and the shaking of the booty. I love it. I don't know if you guys have heard about the Taylor Swift effects. I would know we kind of referenced this a little bit yesterday. Brian didn't seem to be, up for it really about all of the conspiracies surrounding the fact that maybe it is the case that this is all just like a Democratic propaganda psyop that they're trying to use Taylor Swift, thrust her into the spotlight, and then she's going to endorse Biden at the end of the Super Bowl after the Kansas City Chiefs win the game as she's making out with her new husband while she's pregnant with their firstborn child. Anyone else?
Can you believe, Brian, allegedly smart people are saying
allegedly
this?
Smart?
Vivek Ramaswamy came out and said that this is all rigged just so she can endorse Joe Biden.
So there's a difference between allegedly smart people and snake oil salesmen.
Okay.
And snake oil salesmen tend to be intelligent, and that's what Vivek is. Okay. So let's be. He's a carnival barker.
I wanted to know. My whole thing is like, if the Chiefs have been scripted to go to the Super Bowl, then how did Zay Flowers fumble that ball at the 1 yard line. Like, how did Zay know?
How'd that
He was in
happen?
on it, okay?
He was in on it. The
he
players,
didn't use two hands. Anna, I sent you something
You've got to
from
understand
Macho.
how deep the deep state goes. First of all, Baltimore, very, very close to D.C.
That's right.
So no surprise at all that the swamp has crept over into Baltimore. What do they call it? The Emerald City or whatever it is? I don't know how the heck it got that name, but because when you get there, you're like, there's no place like home. I want to get out of here.
They're on the way up. The Orioles just sold yesterday. Cal Ripken's back with the organization.
Is it worse than Philly, Brian?
No, Philly's the most disgusting city in America.
I would say that.
And you're just as likely to get shot and murdered in Philly as you are Baltimore.
Whether or not they win or lose the Super Bowl, they just destroy their own city.
That's right.
It's very bizarre. You said this is from Macho Man, Lemmy?
I guess he makes the point.
Really needs Taylor around. Apparently, the Democrats do, because make no mistake about it, Taylor Swift is clearly a tool. The withering and desperate left is all too happy to employ, as Joe Biden continues his precipitous and monumental slide, Taylor Swift. We already know that Taylor.
Here's the thing about. Okay, well let's see what Donald Trump.
Hey, listen, if you agree with this, just stop listening to the show. Like, go away.
I'm supposed to stop listening to the show. I'm supposed to.
You believe it's a gigantic Democratic psyop?
This is what I think. This is what I think, Brian. And maybe I'm wrong, and I don't know. I'm obviously saying I don't know. This is what I think. I don't think that this is a psyop. Like, I don't think this was planned. I just think that they're capitalizing on a possibly advantageous situation for their side, for their team. That's all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's happening. It's like, oh, this is great. Taylor Swift is getting a lot of attention. Let's try to get her endorsement. But I don't think it's the other.
Yeah,
I think
that's way different than some like there's somebody pulling the strings and making all of this happen against people's will, and it's just come on.
But also, I mean, games have been rigged before, right? And I'm not saying that necessarily. Again, I don't know too much about sports and football, but is it possible that the referees can clearly show a preference for one team over another? Like, is
Absolutely.
that not okay?
That has
is that
happened.
Some sort of rigging? Would you say?
But that's different than saying it's scripted and everybody's in on it. So what you're saying is one person acting alone to attempt to influence the outcome of a game. That is possible. That happens. The Donahue.
And I feel like there's only
stuff.
so far that you could go, right? Like, you can't make them be a better team.
More than two people like in on it. Yeah.
No. I'm saying, like, you can't make them really play better, but in terms of like penalties and calls, and again, I don't really know sports, but a referee can show preference for one side, which in some cases may change the outcome of the game, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, right.
That can happen, but that's, again, way different than saying it's scripted,
right?
And this is predetermined, and blah blah blah. It's just stupid. It's like I couldn't imagine living in a world where I even like. The sun rising in the morning, something doesn't seem right about that. Somebody's in on that. Something's like that's so like almost tinfoilish. Like,
right,
I
but you believe
skeptical.
in some conspiracy theories, because sometimes conspiracy theories turn into conspiracy facts.
Yeah, well, look,
but you have to look at each case individually. You can't just assume, broad painting with the brush, that everything you hear is a psyop or conspiracy or fake news or whatever.
And that's where a lot of people go. Like, having a healthy dose of skepticism is good, but skepticism is not conspiracy theory.
No.
Like, skepticism is looking at something and saying, I would like to know more about that, or that doesn't really jive with my understanding of the world.
Doesn't pass the smell test.
Why don't I look into this further? Not, oh my goodness, that must mean that this is happening, and all of a sudden you're connecting these dots out in space.
Right. It's bad science, is what you're saying.
Why? It's not science at all. But
why is there so much fear about Taylor Swift endorsing Joe Biden?
Because that
they think
could
that she can sway
everything.
like 18% of the population of voters, is what they're saying.
Give me a break.
Yeah, they think that she has the possibility to sway almost 20%.
Yeah, but then who's BTS going to endorse? Trump needs to go hard after the K-pop vote. That's all that means. He can totally counteract the Swifties.
He's got the Snoop Dogg vote now.
With who?
Biden does?
Yeah.
No, Trump does.
Oh, right. Well, good. Great. Awesome.
Which, that's a conspiracy theory.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Clearly, Trump Trump is going to allow Snoop Dogg to become the head of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Oh, of course, ATF immediately
in exchange for his endorsement.
The same Snoop Dogg that wrote and released that song "F Donald Trump" a couple years ago.
He's changed.
He's a changed man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Him and Dr. Dre are writing a new Trump song.
Brian, let me ask you this though: do you think that celebrities do, whatever the numbers may be, do you think that they do have an influence on who people vote?
I mean,
based on who they endorse publicly.
I think there's a small percentage of the population that could be swayed to that level by one person saying, this is how I feel about this. Yes, there is a percentage of the population that can do that.
Do you think that there should be some rules and regulations about getting endorsements from celebrities for whatever party? Because
why would that be any different than a teachers union or?
I get it. I get it. I'm just asking because it seems like if this is the case, if we just assume this is true for a second, I'm not saying that it is, but if we assume that Taylor Swift, if she came out and she endorsed Joe Biden, that she would have the ability to sway 18% of the voters to vote for Joe Biden, it seems like democracy can be easily hacked.
No, I don't think that. I think that you're talking about a difference here. You're talking about getting people to vote that otherwise might not have gone to the polls to vote.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I don't think you're changing people's like deep-rooted stances on issues.
No. I'm not saying that. But that's still changing from a non-voter to a voter is still a change that is going to reflect in the polls. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just asking because I was thinking about this.
Why would that be something you'd be concerned about? Like, why should that matter? Like, I say something and I get somebody to go do what I say to do is not.
Listen,
undermining democracy. That's literally what democracy is.
Absolutely. And I think that freedom and liberty and your right to vote is supreme above all. And if you want to vote for someone because they're black or because they're a woman or because Taylor Swift told you to, great, you should be able to do that. I'm just asking, I'm curious at what people think if they really think that celebrities, if they say with their magic wand, go vote for this person, and then, 15 million people go vote for that person, if that is somehow you think problematic where too much power is consolidated in just a few people. I don't know. I'm asking.
Our country is too much power consolidated in a few people. So I don't think a celebrity using their influence to do anything is anti-democratic.
I didn't know if it was like sort of a lobbying thing, especially if they're getting paid, if they're getting kickbacks for endorsing a certain candidate, and then they go out and they're able to swing and sway elections. I just don't know. Listen, again, I don't want to say I'm cool with it because at the end of the day, no one is forcing you to vote for anyone because Taylor Swift told you to. And if that's the reason why you want to vote for someone, so be it. I'm just wondering if other people may have issues with it.
I'm all for eliminating money from elections. And you're a candidate running for office. You got a certain amount of votes in the primaries or whatever it may be, or you're polling at this level. We're going to give you X amount of dollars per quarter from a national fund that, if I'm a national tax, whatever it may be.
But then how do you reach that threshold? Because then what if you have like 1,000 people running for president?
It's a threshold that you've got to hit. And so until you...
A threshold of money, campaign funds?
No. It would be a threshold of public support. You would have, polls conducted, or you would have votes,
But then you have like 1,000 people on the ballot.
I mean, it's not. Listen, there's still only going to be a couple that get. We've seen. I mean, we look at the New Hampshire primary. There was 100 people on the Republican ballot, and only 3 got votes or 2 got votes. So the system sorts that out.
Understood. A little more of this.
No fan of Donald Trump's, an opinion she's voiced many times over, and in particular with this tweet back in 2020. I'm quoting Tay-Tay. Donald Trump's ineffective leadership gravely worsened the crisis that we're in, and he's now taking advantage of it to subvert and destroy our right to vote and vote safely. Request the ballot early. Vote early.
Spot on. Lummi, what do you think? I feel like you like Fox News, right? I mean, do you feel like this is super out of whack?
This is Newsmax.
All right. Well, usually this stuff comes from Fox News. Do you feel that that this sort of thing is possible? That conspiracies do happen where people can sway votes like this?
Yeah, but the same poll that was conducted, 18% said that they would more likely be able to vote for who the candidate endorsed by Swift, and 17% said they would be less likely to vote. So it kind of cancels itself out, while 55% said it doesn't matter. So, I mean, I think it's a big nothing burger.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. Taylor Swift, I mean, look, if Hillary Clinton against Trump, I think everyone in Hollywood was backing Clinton.
Yes.
And it didn't really help too much. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think it's just people. She can endorse whoever she wants.
Right.
I mean, it's not going to change how people vote.
Let me for prez!
Woo!
Yeah!
No, but
very well said.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. No, I definitely think that she's not really. If Taylor Swift were to endorse Biden, it wouldn't change anyone from right to left, but it would change from non-voter to voter.
I mean, maybe she gets the youth to vote more, but
which is where Biden is lacking.
Yeah,
well,
but
he's lacking in a lot of areas.
Yeah, I know. But in terms of getting votes, yeah, it's definitely the young population. Go ahead, Lummy.
It's the conservative way of just making a big deal about nothing.
About it.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Realistically, I mean, it just clicks, to get Taylor Swift, just keeping her in the news. Everyone's bitching about it, but
they're using her. I mean, they're not. They're piggybacking off her fame.
Exactly, and trying to
just like
turn
Newsmack
people.
running that article and that story to get us to talk to them and play their clip here. They're not piggybacking off her fame.
That guy that delivered the story, I've never seen that blockhead before. So now look,
Eric Boiling.
Yeah, now we know who he is because he made fun of Taylor Swift. So
putting him on the map. This is the Taylor Swift effect in effect right now. Travis and Jason, what is their podcast called? Kelsey Bros or something?
I think it's like Such Great Heights or something. I don't know. It's
I can't remember.
Okay.
A postal service?
There's something.
Red?
Yeah,
What's he?
I don't know.
Maybe
New Heights.
New Heights.
Okay, so I feel like this has probably helped with their numbers, and they do this weekly, bi-weekly?
I mean, their numbers since
weekly.
Since Kelsey's been dating Swift, I mean, they always had good numbers, but I mean, their
probably
numbers
tripled.
They're
just
huge.
killing it.
Yeah.
To the newest members.
So this is a little bit
like when
from
Bubba
there.
brought Seth back. It just the numbers of the just
skyrocketed. Yeah, it's
a Seth
wonderful.
Effect.
It's a Seth Cush effect.
Kingdom, Taylor Swift, who has officially reached the Super Bowl in a rookie year.
Okay, I guess that was not as long as I anticipated, but yeah. So
that's what she said.
Travis Kelce got a kick out of his brother Jason joking about Taylor Swift's rookie year with the Kansas City Chiefs, and she's already headed to the Super Bowl. Do you guys have any Super Bowl plans? Is there something that you do every year? Do you have any?
Well, I'm apparently going to a Swift party at Seth's house.
Oh,
that's right.
That's cute.
Nice.
That's before the game, though. We're doing that a few hours before the game. We don't want it to get too late.
What time does it start?
Bro, right now, I don't know.
6 o'clock, the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
East Coast time?
East Coast time.
Okay,
I
great.
think.
Yeah, it should be around there.
Yeah,
So I think
generally 6:30 in that window.
Okay.
the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Chiefs parties are going to probably start around 2 or 3.
Okay.
So
All right.
the halftime show will be performed by me.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
And he definitely
Pants
will
on,
be
please.
shirtless.
Yeah, no,
I'll be shirtless karaokeing 3 of my favorite Taylor Swift songs.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And so is this
Shake
like
it
where
off.
other people are going, or is this just you, your wife, and your daughter?
Well, so far, it's just my family and yours. So
Okay.
that's why I'm making all
Roll
these plans.
Tide.
Should we make it
plays.
a Bubba Army event? Like if you're a Bubba Army royalty, you get to come to Seth's house for the Taylor Swift
I would say
Super Bowl pregame party.
I'd say bring a kid, whether it's your kid or not. I'm not going to ask for any ID, but it's for the children for this one.
Why are all these kids crying saying they want their real parents?
Bubba the Love Sponge, Bubba the Love Sponge. And we got Bubba the Love Sponge.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show returns after these words.
I'm not asking questions. Someone shows up with a kid. I'm assuming it's their kid.
Yeah. In this day and age, you can't.
Yeah. Oh man. What's up, everybody? I hope Kyle Shanahan loses. Fuck that guy. He's already lost, man. That fucking Atlanta choke job was enough losses for a lifetime. And poor Dak Prescott, man. That guy catches. Every fucking quarterback doesn't make the Super Bowl. It sucks.
Is he the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Fucking nailed it.
Who?
Dak Prescott.
Gardner Minshew, rightfully so, made the Pro Bowl.
Of course. Him and Baker. Flag football.
More an organic gene. Is there a more meaningless waste of time?
No.
First of all, they just need to bring back, it needs to just all be skills competitions.
Agree.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all people want to see. That's all the players really would want to do.
The NFL made a hype video of them getting at the hotel yesterday with their families. It was like, get the fuck out of here.
What are all these beautiful Donruss cards doing in a garbage can?
Oh, sorry. They're the base ones.
I thought we were going to donate them to like a children's hospital.
Yeah, we are. That's the bag.
All right.
We gotta get some Dr. Dan shake on it too.
Have we sold anything yet?
I actually just got my first bid in the middle of the night for the Sean Clifford optic red and green for $1 right now. So we got 2 days left on that.
Above Army, let's bid that up.
Yeah, I have.
Nice pull, Seth, on eBay.
Yeah, nice pull, Kush.
Nice pull, Kush. Sorry.
And I have a burner eBay account where I go and I bid the other stuff up. It's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. But whatever, you know.
How many times have you bought your own product?
No, I haven't. Well, I mean, there's been times where I've had the high bid, you know, because I've gotten a little greedy. But a lot of the times, you know, I can tell when.
Yeah, but if you get the high bid, that means you have to pay the processing fee.
But what happens is I don't pay anything because then I cancel it. Like I cancel it with my other account.
You can never be saying that.
What the fuck, dude?
We're trying to sell the fucking cards.
Yeah, we are. I'm not bidding any of that shit up.
Army's gonna go in, put $2 in next year. So the account's gonna go in $100.
No, I do it for shit that's like fucking. Like I got a Drake May card up right now that's up to $150. Now I haven't fucking done anything with it, mostly because my other account just got shut down. But like it's fine. But sometimes there's shit where you're like, man, I can't sell this fucking wrong.
So you set a minimum, a reserve.
I know, but they take a chunk out of your. They take a chunk when you set a reserve. Like an eBay already takes a bunch, so.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't done it a little bit. But I was doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
All right.
Whatever, man.
I read.
1999.
Jeff Laparo was at $20.
I got a lot. I mean, I got a lot of stuff up, Jay Gator. I got a lot of. a lot of stuff. $1, $2. I got some other shit. Nothing too crazy.
You get that Anthony Richardson portrait sold. There's quite a big volume of those listed, though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I know. Well, essentially, we're gonna have to wait till the season, so there's buzz.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it'd be tough for somebody to come by right now, but I mean, the guy.
Well, now's the time to buy.
Well,
now you get the deals. It's like, you know, you buy bathing suits in December. You don't wait until June.
Well, I think once he throws one touchdown pass in the preseason, you know, people are gonna start going crazy again for him. So. That's all we need is some C.J. Stroud type hype.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Yeah, I haven't been listening to a lot of stuff lately. I don't have a ton of new stuff.
NBA. We got some NBA rips coming.
Dude, I'm pumped, man. The Spurs are going for so much money in breaks. It's unbelievable, man. For the Wembanyama, for the this year stuff, it's just. I mean, I can't believe it. Like a team will go for, like Sacramento Kings will go for like $20 in a break, you know, for I don't know, maybe a case of blasters, and then the Spurs will be like $400. Somebody will bid on them, you know. And last night they hit. Like last night they got a Wembanyama. It was a green prism, and they got a silver prism. Like they made.
What are those going for? 400 or 500?
Probably, yeah. Probably a little more. If you get it graded, so.
I don't beach metal detectives, but I'm guessing you do.
Jay Gator, I got the thing set for $15 or best offer, but I'm obviously not trying to get $15, so just send an offer for it, man. I'll accept it.
Well, within reason.
Yeah, well, you know, look, Jay.
You're not gonna let it go for $1.
No, but Jay Gator, he's a Gator. He's not. We're gonna make a deal.
Happy birthday, Mitch.
But
Mosaic College, C.J. Stroud. Fuck yeah.
But this is the difference with Seth's card is Bubba, Seth, and I actually touched these cards. We've handled them.
You should have put that in the description.
So they have our DNA on it.
I missed that part.
So, you know, that's kind of cool.
My eBay is Nice Pull Kush. Brian, I have that. I have your Jalen Carter card, man. I will.
I apologize for interrupting your regular program.
Yo, Power Pick, hello. Should hit these with everything we got, sir.
Living vicariously through his bizarre world.
Imagine how much protein's in my body. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. No Bubba today. I'll be back on Monday morning. It's at the track right now. Lummy, can you give me an update on, like, races where we're at? Winter National style?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, sorry. Check out Nashville.
Hudson Hawk had a good race yesterday or something like
Hudson
that.
Hawk.
Was it Hudson Hawk?
Well, I don't know his name. Hudson something. O'Neill?
Oh, yeah, Hudson O'Neill.
The real deal, Hudson O'Neill.
There we go.
Yeah, the real deal, Hudson O'Neill.
He did some work at the... And he's Above Army sponsored, right?
Hell yeah. Sure.
Ricky Thornton won the on Tuesday, and they haven't updated their website yet.
Or just like... No, you don't have to tell me, like, who won, but, you know, the events coming up.
Well, I need Macho Man and Rhett to update the website for Bubba Raceway Park.
It's a good time. Check out Nashville. Justin and Jeremy are out there just having a party.
They got practice tonight.
Practice?
Yeah, they got the
practice?
Brick City Nationals at the Winter Games, and then Friday, Brick City Nationals street stocks, 700 to win. Mod lights, 1,000 to win.
Wait, it's called Brick City Nationals, but it's on dirt?
Yeah. Brian.
Just let it go.
All right.
Just roll with it.
Friday and Saturday, it looks like the Brick City Nationals at the Winter Games will be there.
Hell yeah.
You ever been there before, Brian?
No, I have not made my way up to Bubba Raceway Park.
Been twice.
Is it fun?
Of course.
I'm good. Listen. I'm good. But listen,
twice.
people.
Two times
people,
too many.
Listen, people love it. You look at the Nashes in Nashville. They camp out there for 2 whole weeks every year. You know, I'm built different. You know, I feel like I'm of a different ilk, and that's okay. But it is very much a cultural experience that I had not experienced prior in my life. That is for sure.
And you don't want to experience again.
I did it twice.
No,
I did it twice.
You made it very clear you don't want to experience it
I did it
again.
twice. It's not for me.
Did you camp out?
No.
See, that's the problem.
And now that the other Bubba Raceway Park has the camping option.
Ooh,
so
fun.
new for Bubba Raceway Park, the 2024 camping option.
Beautiful.
First come, first serve.
Go have fun. Go do it. It's Seth's birthday, and we need money, so please send it at the Bubba Army,
Jeff
Cash App, and
Laparo,
PayPal.
$19.99 and a bitch ain't one on the YouTube.
Thank you. Super Chat, Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, bits on Twitch. We will take all of it. Just please don't set it on Venmo because it'll get stuck. And that's
PayPal's the best way right now. And it's always been the best way. We don't need a Venmo and a PayPal.
Yeah.
We never needed two services. They're now owned by the same company. Why one is better or more used than the other makes no sense to me. I don't care what my friends are spending their money on. The social aspect of Venmo pisses me off.
Oh, because you can see it's like
I don't have a Venmo account.
You can make everything private, you know.
And then what's the point? Just use PayPal like we were all using forever before Venmo came around.
Can I tell you, people feel like PayPal's an old man thing now.
They do, which is the stupidest thing ever.
Okay.
It was there. We all had it. We all used it. That was the way we all shared money. And now all of a sudden, PayPal.
What about Cash App? Do you have any hostilities?
Well, $25 in the Cash App.
I'm not a stripper. I'm not a stripper or prostitute. I don't have Cash App or a radio host.
I've never met someone so passionate against Venmo before, but I get it because
F them
because our money is stuck.
It makes
$387 $2.12 is stuck.
First of all, F them because of that. Second of all, it makes no sense that I'm using the one that everybody was using for a decade, and then my friends are like, "Oh, you don't have Venmo? Oh, no."
It became obsolete, and you're mad about that.
How? It's the same.
No. Brian, stop
thing.
yelling at me. I'm just saying the people decided.
Who decided?
Clearly,
this?
you're saying all your friends are saying go to Venmo, and you're saying why? We already had a good thing.
Why do I need?
Why do we have to reinvent the wheel?
Why do I need remember another password?
I'm
have another
so
account.
sorry.
It's not even so. I mean, it is part of that, but I have because I do a lot of PayPal transactions.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a thing where people think that you're old now and that you're out of touch if you use PayPal. I don't know why. It's an app. It's not like I'm sending you a check or anything like that. That's what
It's the same thing.
That's what I'm trying to fight. Is the stigma,
the hypocrisy of it.
Yes, that PayPal is for old people.
Yeah, and it's not. And it is, you know what it is? I just don't.
Shut up, Anna.
Yeah. Why, Anna, first of all, what do you use? Do you have Venmo or PayPal?
I feel like I don't want to tell you because you're going to get mad at me.
I'm not
She's got no PayPal.
I be careful.
I got whatever. I got Venmo.
You don't have PayPal at all?
I actually was asked this yesterday, and I don't think I've used it for about 12 years. So I feel like you're mad at me.
Why is Venmo better exactly?
I don't know. I
Okay.
used PayPal one time, and I didn't use it ever again for no reason. It just I didn't need it, and then all of a sudden, when I started needing to give and receive money, everyone was like, "Do you have Venmo? Do you have Venmo?" And I was like, "What's this Venmo?" Found out what it was, and then I just started using it, or Zelle, or I use Zelle as well. If you have a Bank of America.
Zelle's cool. I mean,
I like Zelle.
I don't mind Zelle, but I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to have a Venmo. It's not going to happen.
All
You
right.
never get money from me via Venmo. My wife has one, and I yelled at her about it.
Clearly.
But she
Might
doesn't
be the reason
care.
why you're getting divorced for a second time.
Listen,
This bitch has Venmo.
I feel very strongly about
I
this.
can
I think that's
tell.
grounds for it.
Yeah.
She also switched to Apple, and I'm an Android guy, so she has pretty much divorced me.
Wow. Yeah,
She uses
it's
Venmo,
over.
and she has an Apple, so we have never been further apart as a
Now
couple.
your eyes all
I might as well
messed
sleep in
up.
the same room with Seth at this point.
You guys are turning into one another. Seth, I wanted to ask you about, are there any Briss updates? Have you decided to go? Have you talked to Mama Elise and brother Kush?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I'm glad you asked, Anna. I do have a Briss update.
Oh, you do?
The update is I totally forgot that I don't work on Monday. So
yeah.
I did not realize that the last 2 days when I was sweating, having to be at the Briss at 8:45. So now I'm trying to figure out how long the Briss takes so I can go to the Briss in Odessa and make it here for the after show.
How far is Odessa? Like 30, 40 minutes, something like that?
From here? 20?
Yeah.
20?
Okay.
Well, it depends
on where in Odessa.
I don't know.
Odessa's kind of, it used to be a very specific area
on
off
54.
of State
The
Road
new
54.
Port Richie area.
And now it's going down to like right up against Citrus Park is
Yeah,
Odessa.
exactly. Like
It's so weird.
Keystone got swallowed by Odessa.
Yeah, Keystone's considered Odessa.
Everything's
That's so
Odessa.
weird.
So you're said by Newport
It's
Richie?
it's closer to Newport Richie. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you're a good
That's
45
old
minutes.
school Odessa.
Yeah. So I'd like to go to the Briss. I'd like to see my nephew scream bloody murder. I'd like to see his foreskin get chopped off, and I'd like to
You
show
want
up
a
here and
bagel.
tell you guys about it.
Yeah.
I'll grab you guys a schmear.
You got to film that for content for the show.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I said yesterday.
I mean,
Exactly.
You gotta roll tape.
Does YouTube allow that kind of medical content?
Did you not see what we showed yesterday with the wine and all the little Jewish guys?
They didn't.
Why they gotta be little?
They give Manchevitz to the baby?
They put
A
it on
little
its
bit.
Yeah, to numb the well.
Yeah, it really numbs the pain when you're getting half your.
I sent you a
I
picture.
almost said the D word.
From caviar tacos.
Genital mutilation?
Yeah. How do you feel about circumcision? I'm just asking briefly.
From a cleanliness standpoint, it's probably preferred. We don't need, look around you and go down the street and you'd be like, should that guy really have a foreskin that he's responsible for cleaning?
So you're saying, do the homeless have a lot
I'm
of...
just saying,
Seems
there would be a
judgmental.
lot more cases of scrotal and penile cancers and things like that if we didn't do it. So even though it may desensitize things for guys, and thank God we're desensitizing things for guys, could sex get any more pleasurable? I couldn't even imagine that. And I don't know what I would do if I was like, oh my God, this is even better than what it is. So
Yeah.
I think I'm pro lop it off.
Okay. All right.
that's nice.
Wonderful.
I
That's
wonder
fantastic.
if
like,
Canales is not circumcised. That's why he's so horny all the
That's
time.
probably why.
That's why he's putting
That's probably what
in
happened.
everything.
He got a late in life circumcision, and now he's and they cut off too much.
They say the adult circumcisions are the worst pain.
It's gotta be
Of
agony.
course.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't
That's what
imagine.
Abraham said.
Oh,
Why don't they put you under? Like, why don't?
I don't know. That's what.
Well, even if they put you under, the recovery.
Yeah, just
like
waking
you got
up.
sutures on your crank, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I think 25 said it was like 2 weeks, and they took the stitches out after 3.
Okay.
And you're not supposed to
Vicodin
get
can only take you
erect.
so far. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Don't get a boner for 3 weeks, or you're gonna tear through your stitches. Oh.
So let's do it to little babies instead. All right, I wanted to shift gears into this.
boners.
I wanted to shift gears into the. Wait, did you send me something, Lummy? I didn't see it pop up.
Oh, it was just the picture that Caviar did for. It was more for yesterday.
Nothing. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg had a very awkward. I mean, he is awkward, as is. But I will admit this: he's looking much better, and I'm not saying it's all because of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but he just looks more healthy, like he's maybe seen the sun a little bit more. He looks great as far as Mark Zuckerberg
Mike
goes.
Thurman, $100 in the
I
cash
think
app for
I think
Terminator
his-
Eye and his cute polka dot shirt.
You're not the money repellent today.
So I'm really gonna blow your guys' minds. These
Yeah.
aren't polka dots; these are flamingos. So
Little mini flamingos.
I mean, I can't see it at all, but
This is cute.
Oh, I can
I'd have to see
them.
it up front, up close.
What a stud.
I got an astigmatism. It's getting bad.
Only
It is actually kind of a cute shirt.
It is really actually
I've never
cute.
heard
Yeah.
you say that before.
He does look adorable today.
Oh, I see it. It's in focus.
Yeah,
Well,
it worked.
that's lovely.
yeah, so
Beautiful.
I got it's not. Yeah.
How much is that
Flamingo
shirt
shirts.
worth?
This shirt?
Yeah.
It's a Tom Bain. It's
I
not
don't know what that means.
It's not like any. It's you know what I like about it? It's the
Tom Bain.
material. It's that stretchy, breathable material. These shirts are just so amazing. They don't. You don't have to iron them. Wrinkle free.
Hell yeah.
They're just the best.
Okay. And you didn't answer my question.
How much? I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe like 20. Nothing I buy for as clothing wise is more than like $20 or $30
Oh,
ever.
okay. Because Dan has similar shirts to that, but they're like $350.
Well, Dan's an idiot. But
Stop.
Wow.
That's rude. That's uncalled for.
They love each other. We saw the
I'm
roast.
kidding. I'm teasing.
Oh, here it is. Right here.
Dan just has less.
It's on sale, Brian.
Sale?
$20.
Told you.
But it's originally $50.
Yeah.
He only buys it on sale.
I only buy it
like
on
his
sale.
Liverpool jeans. Are you wearing
Dan
those
refuses
as well?
to buy anything on sale because that's what the poors do, and he's not a poor. So
Or
in
a
fact,
Jew.
I've seen Dan go into a dealership and demand to pay over retail for a car because he's not a poor, and so he wanted to show them I'm rich.
I like that. That's a flex.
That's a flex. That's a total flex where it's like change the price of this, make it more expensive.
Immediately.
So I can tell people I paid more for this than I did.
So back to Mark Zuckerberg. He had to. Did you guys watch this?
Yeah, the
It's
hearing.
really awkward. He had to apologize to parents of victims of online exploitation in a heated Senate hearing. Now, I had kind of mixed feelings about this because I don't know if Mark Zuckerberg himself is personally responsible for the deaths of these children and or the psychological damage he's caused people who've been sexually exploited online. But I would like to hear from those in the room what they think about it. But first, let's listen to a little
Somebody
bit of
lost
this.
Travis, $100.
Makes me
Brian's
so excited.
Flamingo shirt.
Oh,
everything's
dude,
about
Brian,
the
it's
cash.
awesome.
Yeah, bring in
Forget
the
Seth's
cash.
birthday. It's all about Brian and his little lame
Not
shirt.
a single
lame
happy
shirt.
birthday, Seth, in any of them.
It's perfect.
Oh, no.
People think I'm getting the money, so I think that's why they're hesitant to send it. But it's not for me. It's for everybody.
It's for the operation. Please send.
How are you keeping kids safe online? Why should parents trust Meta anymore?
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, along with the heads of Snap, TikTok, X, and Discord, on Capitol Hill today for a grilling from lawmakers.
I know you don't mean it to be so, but you have blood on your hands.
The Senate Judiciary.
Doesn't he look better though, Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, he's
a
got
little
a stylist
bit,
now.
right?
He's growing
Look at
that
that.
hair
I
out.
mean,
He
I'm
looks
not
like
saying he's
Dave
handsome.
Portnoy.
He does.
He looks like Dave Portnoy.
I was like, he looks like someone I know.
Yeah, he looks like Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, he
there.
sure does. He's gonna start doing pizza reviews.
Would you like to apologize for what you've done to these good people?
I'm sorry for everything you have all been through.
He was testifying for the 8th time.
Instagram also displayed the following warning screen to individuals who were searching for child abuse material. And then you gave users two choices: get resources or see results anyway. Mr. Zuckerberg, what the hell were you thinking?
Snap CEO Evan Spiegel also.
I don't know these
what's
guys.
Snap?
I don't know. Snapchat?
Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
Even
okay.
even
Well,
CBS's news is like, using the slang term of it. I didn't know what it was either.
Snap.
I didn't know.
I thought it was the
Sniz.
EBT card.
In my house, it's just Sniz.
Sniz.
You know the Sniz?
Do you have Snapchat?
No.
Seth, do you?
What am I, a 10-year-old girl?
I don't know. I used to have it. I let it go.
My wife.
Rob Green, $50 on the couch.
Yes!
Is it a cheating app?
Yes.
Wow.
That's how you can sext each other.
What
and
did
it
Rob
disappears.
say? $50 for Babyface's shirt also?
No.
Oh.
He didn't say anything.
No,
Nice. He
don't
just sends
donate
money.
money and not say anything.
No, donate money.
I'm
Say
just
whatever you
kidding.
want or don't say whatever you want. Don't tell people not to send money. That's crazy. Cash App, PayPal. Thank you so much.
Did you and everyone else at Snap really fail to see that the platform was the perfect tool for sexual predators?
Senator, that behavior is disgusting and reprehensible.
I'm very happy with the senator's questions. They were very pointed.
What?
But I was not
What's
happy
wrong?
with the responses.
For Tammy Rodriguez, whose 11-year-old daughter died by suicide after severe social media addiction, Zuckerberg's apology.
Okay.
I
Go
hate,
ahead.
so real quick, something I've got to vent on.
Please.
I hate.
Is it Venmo?
No.
Okay.
This one's going to be probably a little more controversial.
Okay.
I hate the change to died by suicide. Committed suicide. She committed suicide. She took her own life. Okay? So when you say die by suicide, it makes it passive. Like the person involved didn't have any role in what happened. And so this change in society from committed suicide, where we stigmatized it, rightfully so, to died by suicide. It's one thing that irks me.
Even if it's like a minor doing it?
They committed suicide.
Okay.
What did they do? Who did it? How did it happen?
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to say, like, is there less responsibility on the person if they are a minor?
That's up to the person
I'm
who's
asking.
reading
I'm not
it
saying
and
that there's a
interpreting it.
definitive answer.
I mean, I think, yes, in the case of a minor, they obviously... It's not even responsibility. It's just again, it's the pussification of America. If we're gonna use that,
I love that you said that.
Yeah. It is though, because at some point, that's what you did. You committed suicide. You didn't die by suicide. You took your own life. It's not. You don't say you don't say died by gun. You say they got shot.
Yeah.
Right? You use the active term to describe what happened. It's not a passive term.
So you're saying it's kind of taking away the accountability and responsibility of the person who did it?
I think it's
placing blame on some other entity?
It's softening so first of all, it's a very grave situation. Obviously, the gravity of
I mean,
it
we're
is
talking about kids
tremendous.
here. This isn't like 25-year-old adults. These are 11-year-old children.
But to me, it almost reduces the gravity of the situation in a weird way. It's to say people are literally taking, like, that's how bad it is. They're not dying by this. They're literally taking their own lives.
Yeah.
To me, that creates more urgency than when you put it in the passive voice.
Yeah.
The urgency is there when you're saying they are doing this. They are committing suicide versus they're dying by suicide. Like they're dying by cancer deaths. Like that is more passive. You don't have a role in getting cancer, right?
Yeah.
So that passive voice there makes sense because there's nothing that can be done directly to stop it. But when somebody commits something, when somebody does something, it creates, there's action there. There's just a difference psychologically for me with it. And I understand not victim shaming and that it's tough for those involved. Suicide is tough for those involved. It's always going to be tough for those involved, whether you say they committed suicide or died by suicide. Either way, the person who lost their family member or loved one or close friend or whatever it may be, they're still lost them, whether using the passive voice or the active voice.
Do you agree with Lindsey Graham that there's blood on his hands for this?
There's blood on every corporation's hands. If you're going to blame, hold on. What I would ask,
or do you think it's more of the? I hate saying. Do you think that maybe more of the responsibility should be placed on the parent?
Would he say the same thing to Smith & Wesson and to the gun manufacturers? Would he say the same thing to them? Because that is essentially, they're both tools.
Sure.
And when they're misused, bad things happen. So
I'm asking you in this specific case, do you think that Zuckerberg has any responsibility?
I think that absolutely corporations should have responsibility for their actions, including Facebook and any corporation. If you're putting out a product and you know that product's being misused, and you know that product's being abused, then you as a corporation have a responsibility and a duty to society and to consumers to do what you can to prevent the
that's what
misuse
he's claiming,
abuse.
but obviously there are things that slip through the cracks. It's hard when you got like 1 billion people that are using your products.
I think the difference, though, in what Ted Cruz was highlighting there is that they were not doing enough to
Joe Gondak, 50 on the cash app.
Stop and prevent it.
Thank you for the money.
Shirt. Fish on J, 25. Happy birthday, Seth. And Rob Green, $50 on the cash app.
Oh my God!
Nice shirt, Brian.
Woo, Brian, can you wear this shirt every week, please, and thank you?
I'll take this shirt off for the right price.
No, they're going to start requesting their money back. We don't want that, please.
I just undid another button.
I got $54 left in birthday money from my mom.
Every $1,000 we raise today, a button comes off.
Woo!
From here on out, because we may be close to 1,000 already.
When he stood up to apologize, he looked right in my eyes, and there's no feeling or emotion.
Do you really need or want an apology from Mark Zuckerberg?
I mean, it's not bringing your kid back. It's not, I don't get it.
I would just say this. If my child committed suicide, I would blame myself.
Right.
That's just I would at 11, I would take that on me.
But I think that I think the blaming other people or looking for other reasons and it helps the person get through life.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I could live with that. I think at that point it's like, wow, do I go next? Because if I felt responsible for my child's death, I don't know how I could go on living.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So I think it's a defense mechanism, like what they're doing.
Place blame on someone else, not themselves.
Or how about the bullies that bullied them? Those are the people that are truly responsible for it, not the. It's kind of, it goes down the same line as the guns conversation. If you're going to hold gun manufacturers accountable, when Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham want to do that and bring them in and hold them to the same standard that they're trying to hold Facebook and these other groups, then I'm all for it.
Well, I think Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham has his own blood on his own hands. He's a warmonger. But Ted Cruz, I think he was going more after the child predator thing.
Okay.
That's why he was bringing up the Instagram, because they were searching for child porn.
Do they want but apps don't rape children. Rapists rape children, right? We can use that same
No, I was just saying,
I know. No, I get it, and it facilitates it. I'm with you on that. I agree. I'm not saying that it's not the case. I'm just saying it's a hypocritical stance to take if you're not going to bring in PepsiCo and Frito-Lay and ask why they make Americans so fat.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Or going after the people that make ropes and saying, well, actually, it was that rope that killed that kid, or those sleeping pills that killed that kid, or that fork or that knife that they bought at Target that killed that kid. So it just, I don't know. I think it's kind of a little bit of a slippery slope. And I think that you're right, Brian, that people are looking to place blame everywhere else but themselves.
Well, but like I was trying to say on the cruise thing, I mean, the child porn, I mean, realistically, they shouldn't be able to access it.
Well, I think
that wasn't child porn. That was child abuse,
I think this is what was happening.
It was also child pornography.
Well, hold on.
That's criminal.
Yeah, well,
That's hold on. This didn't play it, but Cruz said, why didn't you report the people that accepted to keep going?
Because here's what happened is that there were predators online, like DMing kids and asking them to, like, for suggestive photos, nude photos, and the kids would do it because they're kids, and then the predators would say, listen, if you don't give me X amount of dollars, we're going to post this online and all your friends are going to see it and they're going to know you're a whore or whatever like that. But yeah, but Lummy is right. I think there were nudes being exchanged of minors online through their platform.
And they were letting it go through. They were letting it be accepted.
I mean, that's criminal.
And then that's why Ted Cruz said, behavior. Why didn't you turn these people in? Why didn't you report them? Why did you let them take that extra step and accept it to view it? That's what he was saying. That's why they cut it off. But that's why he said, why'd you give them that option?
Yeah,
let's play a little more.
That's criminal.
Paul Balsharana, 25 on the cash out.
Yes! Thank you, guys. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate it.
Shauna Pouch. She's raising her 11-year-old granddaughter, who she says was sexually exploited on Snapchat.
I'm very frustrated with listening to these CEOs. How many more children do we need to lose in order for this to change?
I don't know.
Time out real quick.
Yep.
What was an 11-year-old
doing with
and
Snapchat?
How was she sexually exploited? Was it grandma's raising her now? Was it the parents that took snaps of her and sent it to other pedophiles? Like, it's in some instances, it's not the app.
anything can be used as a tool for evil, and I feel like, and I don't want to listen, and I know I'm not a parent, so I can't talk about anything regarding kids and parents, but I feel like maybe you should keep more eyes on your kid. Why does your kid have a cell phone at 8? Why does your kid have a Snapchat at 9? You know that there are bad actors out there. I feel like you should be a little bit more mindful about how you're protecting your kids or not protecting your kids, instead of when stuff like this happens, you blame the app instead of looking in a mirror and saying, maybe I should have parented better. I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They look outward rather than inward.
Yep.
The next step is for lawmakers to pass legislation. Senators Durbin and Graham tell me that they want to reform the law that prevents users from being able to sue these tech companies.
I feel like I saw
Senator Graham
a different video. Lummi, would you mind looking for when Zuckerberg is really getting grilled?
Man, that's a tough scene in there. Everybody holding up
by that one senator.
People holding up pictures of their framed dead children.
Yeah, it's super
tragic.
sad.
I feel for every single one of them because they're not solely individually responsible for the death of their children. Let's be clear on that. I mean, there's a myriad of reasons why these children lost their lives, but and part of it is the social media. I get it. But unless we're going to eliminate it completely, it's here, and we've got to learn how to deal with it.
Regarding, because you have 2 girls, Brian and Seth, you each have girls. Have you discussed it all with your significant others about when your child will be able to get a cell phone or get social media? I know they're young, 5 and 6, but have you talked about it? Have any of their friends, do they roll around with cell phones? Because I've seen kids as young as 6 have a cell phone, and it's kind of crazy.
That's insane to me. That's insane.
Like,
I mean,
what is your policy?
Doing?
What do you...
I mean, hopefully teenage years. I'm hoping that there's some sort of big solar flare that knocks out all of our technology.
Really?
You got to start over?
We got to start over completely. I'm teaching my daughter how to build fires and scavenge.
She's going to be a Boy Scout. I like that.
I think it was...
I feel like I saw a different one online.
Well, I sent you the ones that are grilled were Ted Cruz and
I don't know that other
Josh
senator.
Hawley.
Yes, him.
Yeah, I said the first one's Josh Hawley.
The guy with the eye patch?
No, the one who ran like a little bitch on the insurrection.
That was proven
day.
incorrect, Brian. Just go on Snopes or Snaps or Snopes or whatever it's called.
Snopes.
It was actually proven that that's not what happened. The links are in there.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Where?
In BRN. Hawley versus Zuckerberg.
I mean, did you send it to me on
Messenger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. There it is. Nope, I don't see it. It just says like the dots. It's waiting.
Can you just sell if you're Zuckerberg? I wouldn't want to deal with this anymore. They said this is the 8th time he's had to go in front of them. I mean, come on.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm out.
Jeez.
I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this. I've made, I stole $300 billion from somebody. I'm good. The Winklevoss twins or whatever they were.
It's tough when you say and you're trying to, come up with like a business blueprint. Like the first thing you have to think of is like, how do I keep out sexual predators? Like if you're building
we
it
did
out,
it at our law firm when we were designing.
Did you? I mean, that's just something that's a business I would not want to be involved with anymore. I would cash out if that was something that I had to worry about on a daily basis.
You're like, I don't want to work anywhere that doesn't allow sexual predators.
Really? I mean, come on.
Seth, regarding your child, do you have any policies, rules regarding cell phones? And do her or any of her boyfriends have cell phones? How does that work in your household?
She has an iPad that she texts, me, Phoebe, my mom. So she has that capability, and she gets on YouTube. But she saw the other day, she saw one of my tweets that had like 22 likes, and she got really excited. She goes, I want 22 likes. And she started asking about, getting on Twitter, but I told her that's not for her. So
not yet.
So she already does have some concept of, what those engagements mean on social media, but she's not really asking too much about it. Right now, she's just happy sitting on the porch, watching her YouTube stuff.
Eating graham crackers.
You should let her take over your Twitter for the Super Bowl and see what she has to say. Let her do the voice to text recognition on the phone and let her have it for the day.
That's actually a pretty good idea, and she can respond to all the people that dislike me as well. So
perfect.
Yeah,
you're a poopy head.
Here's a little bit of the grilling.
Making sure that we build industry-leading tools to find harmful
make
content,
money.
take it off the services,
to make money,
and to build tools that empower parents.
So you didn't take any action. You didn't take any action. You didn't fire anybody. You haven't compensated a single victim. Let me ask you this. There's families of victims here today. Have you apologized to the victims? Would you like to do so now?
Well,
They're here. You're on national television. Would you like now to
This is so different than Silicon Valley. He's not used to being grilled by his employees.
apologize to the victims who have been harmed by your product? Show them the pictures.
Oh, look at the
Would you like to
photographer.
apologize
I know,
for
getting
what
ready.
you've done to these good people?
Do you really want an apology from someone who's being forced to apologize?
No.
Nothing better in the world than a fake
I'm
forced
so
apology.
sorry that you guys can't parent your kids well and they ended up killing themselves.
It's I mean, is there any gratification there? He's being forced to say something he doesn't want. The parents don't want to hear it. Like
They know he's not being sincere. It's a weird dance. They end up miking him up better.
To make sure that no one has to go through the types of things that your families have had to suffer.
That was the worst apology ever because he didn't mean it. And like, whatever, fair enough. He's like, this isn't my fault. I'm creating a product. These parents are allowing their children to use it. What happens beyond that, we can only control so much. You know, maybe more things should be caught in the net, but it's like, what do they expect him to do? Like shut down Facebook? It was weird. Then Holly starts asking him for like, you personally need to compensate the parents, which it's like, dude, what are you going to give them like $1 million? That's not going to bring their kid back, but I don't know. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's in terms of suicide in 2011 there was 40,000 youth suicides, and in 2022 it went up to 49,000.
What was the first number? 44? 40.
So you have a little bit of population growth in there, but there is about a roughly 20% increase in youth suicide from 2011 until 2022. So, I mean, there's something to it,
Because that's when, or I think at least what I heard around 2008 was when everyone started getting smartphones.
Yeah.
So they just always had access to social media and the internet.
Yeah. So it's happening. I mean, it's not a false number there. It's not as high as I thought it would be in terms of the increase. I mean, it's an increase, but
do they break it down like male versus female? Because I feel like it's much higher with
due to suicide by firearms or other means, which
because it's usually suicide by firearm is usually
males.
Male, yeah.
And that numbers actually went down for a little while, but it started to tick back up the last 2 years. Suicide by other means is much more popular these days.
It doesn't define what that is.
Just anything that's not
anything
a gun.
that's not a gun. Okay.
Yeah. Or driving off the bridge like that person in Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. Yeah.
Why should your company not be sued for this? Why is it that you can claim, you hide behind a liability shield, you can't be held accountable? Shouldn't you be held accountable personally? Will you take personal responsibility?
Senator, I think I've already answered this. I mean, these
Well,
are
try
serious
us again.
issues.
Will you take personal responsibility?
Senator, I view my job and the job of our company as building the best tools that we can to keep our community safe.
Well, you're
you think Holly is being unfair here, or is this warranted?
I mean, there's a level of showmanship, but there's also a level of this is good for society. This is good when you hold these people accountable and force them to face the ramifications of what the real world ramifications of what their product is contributing to.
And this is kind of Josh Hawley's like thing. He's like the same way with everybody that comes.
He grills everybody.
Yeah.
He asks them 1,000 questions, and then when they try to answer, he interrupts them.
He's only got 7 minutes. He's
really
got to
trying
get all
pack
his
it
questions in.
You're right. He's got to get those moments that go viral, like the ones we're watching right now.
Exactly.
So I get it.
This is where people can make names for themselves, right? I mean, even more so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Senator, we're doing an industry-leading effort. We build AI tools
nonsense.
Nonsense.
I mean, cutting him off is, that's, to me, you're not looking to actually have a dialogue, obviously, and that's where this is just, showmanship here.
Yeah, I mean, like Lummy said, he's just trying to make a name for himself. That's kind of what he does, I guess.
Will you personally commit to compensating the victims? You're a billionaire. Will you commit to compensating the victims? Will you set up a compensation fund
Senator,
with your money?
I think these are
with your money.
Senator, these are complicated
Yes,
issues.
that's not a complicated question, though. That's
Senator,
a yes or no. Will you set up a victims' compensation fund with your money, the money you made on these families sitting behind you? Yes or no?
Senator, I don't think that's my job is to
Sounds like a no.
Good tools.
I don't know. This guy sounds like a douchebag.
Oh,
It's Mr.
man.
Hawley. I've never
He
thought
is.
I'd be on the side of Facebook and Zuckerberg, but this guy is an a-hole all the way.
He is.
Not a fan. Not a fan
Would
at
they
all.
all
Looks
be
like a
willing?
decap sitting next to him.
Would
What?
Looks like a decap sitting next to him.
You're right. Yeah, he sure does. Sorry, what were you going to
Would
say?
they all be willing to stop using Facebook and Instagram and everything like that? All of these
Senators?
the
Yeah.
senators, like, would they be able to go, hey, this is the first thing. We're done using this. We're going to find something else where they're able to make sure that no predators are on there. And so that's our first step. And then we're going to really start jamming you up.
Yeah, it's bizarre because I bet all of the parents who had kids die by using Facebook are on Facebook communicating with people on like how to help them with their cause or what to do or where to go or where the funeral is or something like that. So I feel like all these parents are probably still using Facebook and social media to their advantage. But anyways, we'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
I got my free speech ears on, good buddy. We got Bubba the Love Sponge show coming up here straight ahead.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show returns after these words.
He's a good looking man.
All right, I'll stick around.
Yeah, you got it, Brian.
I got this.
Just anybody that says happy birthday to me, write it down so I can thank them.
Nah, that's all right. How we doing, everybody? All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Thank you, Black Guy and Callie. The fact that you like this shirt, I know that it's cool. What's up, LM Clothes and Permagrom? Thank you, 717JLR. Good morning, Jeff. Yes, about their GoFundMe. Pay funeral expenses and support. Look, I couldn't imagine the horror of losing a child. It's just, but you got to blame the right people. You got to look inward. You got to look outward to the right place. Good morning, DDP for life. I love Diamond Dallas Page as well. No, Nick the Gun Guy didn't get this shirt for me. You can tell because there's no vomit on it. Morning, Rob Green 3. Where's Rob Green 1 and 2 today? Joe Biden t-shirt at the Super Bowl? I don't think so, but anything's possible, I suppose. Happy birthday, Seth, from Brian's Service. It is a great show. Morning's flying by, already halfway done. That's true, Thomas McCory. There's no real empathy or emotion from these senators. This is all gamesmanship and showmanship. Grandstanding, if you will. Thank you, William Taylor. I agree, I am the man. Aaron, I know they got, you can get football blasters. It's getting a good deal on them or getting the products that people want that are hot. That's a little harder.
Come off the cards.
Yeah. Somebody got 2 happy birthdays from you. Brian from Philly. And,
Brian!
Brian Service. I think it was only Brian's wishing you happy birthday.
Sir Brian's.
It was, let's see, who was it? It was
Brian from Philly's the man.
Brian Service. So maybe that is Brian from Philly.
Thank
you.
you.
Did it in both YouTube.
I'm taking it all over.
And
I don't mean that sounds weird. I'm not taking it all over.
I'm gonna go make TT.
Do it.
Okay, I got it.
You got it.
You gonna go outside? That's where we mean. Let me go.
I'm going.
We piss outside like
real
real
I'm
men.
not pissing outside like a. The Dr. Dan loves doing that.
Let it hang, baby. It's nice out. You can see your breath.
Cold out.
You
I
can
don't
see
wanna
your
do
breath.
that right
Yeah.
now. See my breath and the steam coming off my face.
Yeah, like a little shrivel up going on. Okay.
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 You
a little shiver out there?
Hey!
Hey, Permagrom. Thank you. LM Clothes. Black Guy in Cali.
Black guy.
Hell yeah. There's a lot of Feb birthdays, Black Guy in Cali. We've been talking about it, actually. A lot of Feb. Berto, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Just want to fucking go home and open some cards. Simple guy. You're damn right, Jason. Pissing outside on a nice, cool day.
Whoa!
That's why we were put on Earth.
Whoa! Stretch it out.
Caffeine and octane. I'm with you, Jay Bowler. Oh no. What up, Bright Farm? They said that we got some packages, but I cannot get close to them until Bubba gets back. Bright Farm. So when Bubba gets back on Monday, we'll.
Just 'cause you don't know where they are. Or?
Well, I just, you know.
I got you. Probably not good to just start opening shit up.
Well, I just wanted to let them know we got it. But there you go, there you go, Pedro. Thanks, man. Yeah, anything really in the first couple weeks of February I can relate to. So there we go. All right, Chooch, I'm still with you. 225, I can work with that. Just as long as you're not like you weren't born on February 29th. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's not. You're a March 1st.
Yeah,
baby.
you're March.
And
Get
you
out of
fucking
here.
know it.
Thank you, Bob.
But I'm only 10 years old now.
Shut the fuck up.
I've met people like that.
You can't claim to be.
It's only my 10th birthday.
Why can't you claim February 28th?
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Gary.
Because it's not.
Thank
There
you,
was
Mindy.
a February 28th.
No, I was saying you said March 1st, baby.
Thank you, guys.
You might as well just have December 32nd, I think.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Fucking stick it at the end. I'd love another extra day in the holidays.
Let's get down to business.
If you were locked away in an insane asylum,
Maybe it's time you let me get on with my job.
this is what it would sound like.
I don't think that Americans would find that funny.
No, it is not a joke.
We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Hello again. Welcome back. It is the Bubba the Love Sponge show. I really want to drive that point home. Bubba's not here. He's doing Winter National stuff up in Ocala. Go visit him. The Nashes. Sure Mitch the Mark.
Oh, it's his birthday today.
It is! Happy birthday. Mitch the Mark. How old is Mitch? Like 33?
Mitch has not aged since I met him, so I have no idea.
Okay, it's hard to tell.
He looks the same.
Is Mitch the Shroom guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Shroom man.
That's awesome. Happy birthday, Seth. It's Seth's 42nd birthday, and he's only turning 42 once. So please send money. Cash App, PayPal, not Venmo.
Boo, Venmo.
Not Venmo.
I was
Never
anti-Venmo.
Venmo.
I was anti-Venmo before it was cool to be anti-Venmo.
We got to put that anti-Venmo rant online and see if it goes viral. See if anybody really can relate to your passions.
I don't
Might be
think
just
so.
Brian.
Babyface is the only one that's going to like it.
Like it.
I'm on a lonely island. I can't watch
Share
that
it.
4,000 times like I did the card video.
Yeah, you're really putting that over for sure.
It did well. I think we were surprised that people actually watched it, whether they liked it or hated it. I think we were
It was good content,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
It doesn't matter. There's no you get less credit if they didn't like what they watched.
Right. They
You
still
know?
watched it. They still spent the time to watch it.
Well, a lot of people were clowning it before we did it. So I mean, just wait till we do it before you start
And
clowning
opening
it.
the packs with the show dagger,
Yeah.
nobody has that swagger in the card industry. It just doesn't happen.
That's
it doesn't happen. We're going to start doing auctions like Golden. There'll be Sponjo auctions or something that. Yeah, it's going to be big.
That's another little side business there.
Yeah, anything to make some dollars around here, that is A-okay. Whether it's Seth's birthday or Brian's really cool flamingo shirt or the fact that it's Black History Month, whatever inspires you to send us money, whatever, doesn't matter. Just please send it. Cash App, PayPal. Much like Brian did an impression of Bubba, I'm really trying to avoid that happening because the whole point of us doing live programming is so that we can make some shekels for the business. So please and thank you. I feel like this is a story that Seth and I have truly bonded over because it doesn't make no sense what's going on. I've been following it closely, Seth. It's just we're talking about the frozen KC fans and what happened there because it's just not adding up.
I've read it about that fifth guy too.
A fifth guy?
Yes,
the fifth guy kept coming in and out. He left early.
Yes, and then came back and then left again.
Yeah, and then came back again the next day.
He is named in this article, by the way.
Okay.
I think that this article is probably going down the right track. There was narcotics involved. And that's why somebody would come in and out to get more narcotics.
Yes, I feel like there's drugs, not necessarily foul play, but it is bizarre. The latest update is that the Chiefs fan mystery death case watch party host, who is it Willis? Jordan something Willis, is heading to rehab. And the deceased may have drug ties. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet. The man who hosted the ill-fated Kansas City Chiefs watch party that ended with 3 deaths is reportedly seeking addiction help in rehab. Jordan Willis, who invited several friends to his KC area home to watch the Chiefs play in early January, is now seeking treatment for substance abuse.
Is this a way to escape charges, Brian?
It's a great way to just get yourself out of the limelight for a little bit, lay low, go to some health spa that's markets itself as that. I don't know that he has the money to do that, but if he's selling drugs, he probably does.
He's a scientist.
Yeah, was he a pharmacist? No, HIV. HIV, that's right. With his attorney saying he, quote, recognized that he had a problem with addiction. This in the aftermath of his 3 friends turning up dead in his backyard after a night of watching football. And that 5th man, they found David Harrington, Ricky Johnson, and Clayton McGinney dead in his home outside because they froze to death. A 5th man, Alex Waymer Lee, attended the event but reportedly left the party early.
Are we going to have a congressional hearing on football watch parties now?
Dude, Brian, can you imagine?
It can be dangerous.
I bet there's a lot of deaths at football watch parties
Brian,
from it.
There's a video where when the cops come to his house.
Oh, this one right here?
This might be. They put him in cuffs, then they let him go.
Yeah.
They have said there's no foul play involved. Right? They announced that from the start. When you have 3 frozen dudes in your backyard for 2 days, and you've got the wives and girlfriends calling this guy, and he said that he was just out of it for 2 days.
He was on the couch asleep in front of a loud fan with headphones on for 2 days. I don't know.
If
I don't know
you
if
guys
that's
have
true.
seen American Nightmare, sometimes crazy stuff happens and it doesn't sound believable at all. It sounds like it's completely farcical and impossible, and it turns out to be the case. And so I encourage you to watch American Nightmare on Netflix. But as far as that goes, I mean, he has no legal duty to these guys. He does not owe them anything. He doesn't owe the girl. So there's no crime in being asleep on your couch. Now,
it's just suspicious,
if you think
or
it's
sus,
suspicious,
as Seth's daughter would say.
If it's sus, then you've got to investigate and find something that you can charge him with.
Right.
And like I said to Alex Stein so famously last week, you can think it, you can believe it, you can feel it, but you still have to prove it, and that's the part that's harder. And the cops clearly found that out. I mean, their initial reaction: slap the metal bracelets on him, take him in. This guy clearly did something, and then they start to look at it, and they're like, well, these might have just been junkies that died on the patio and stay outside a little too long. I'm interested to see what the toxicology reports say for all these gents.
Me too.
Their blood alcohol level and all that. Although that's hard to measure. That's almost impossible to measure at this point.
Far out.
Yeah.
When they got frozen
even
bloods.
once they're dead, and because once they die, then it like spikes. It's a whole thing.
I didn't know that.
So the 5th person, the one that was coming in and out, is that the drug dealer? Is that what people are saying?
No, the guy or at least the guy guy who's going to rehab is the guy who owned the home,
Right, but
Jordan. I don't know about the other guy.
The fifth guy, he was just a friend that was watching it, but he was able to.
He came in and out of the house.
That he was saying that the one guy that owned the house went to sleep. Like he verified that's
so
what happened.
So he came back for what reason?
They didn't say in the article I read.
Not.
So do you think they all took the same drugs, and just one guy went inside and the other guy stayed outside? And I don't, man.
I think they just fell asleep, went unconscious, then froze.
I mean, do you
that's
think,
what I would think.
Is there, why would this guy kill 3 of his friends? Like, that's the other thing. What's the motive if there was foul play involved? What's his motive to kill his friends?
No, I think what it's more likely is that he just perhaps he supplied them with drugs.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah,
Then you get him for distribution. I don't think you can
get him for murder or manslaughter even.
I just think at some point, Brian, you're at your house, you're having a party, you probably know you got 3 friends in the backyard and 20 degrees. Then you say for 2 days you've just been laying on the couch with headphones. Like, I feel like this guy, I would know if people are on my property. Like, I would know what's going on.
Supposedly, the fifth guy said that the homeowner went upstairs to go to bed before everyone left. So he didn't finish the game. He went upstairs to go to sleep.
Well, he must have been.
Why
on
aren't they watching the game inside? Is this something men do?
They were watching it inside.
They were. Oh, and then they went outside? I thought there was like a TV outside and they're just like sitting freezing their asses off.
No, they were all inside, but no one knows, I guess, why they went outside.
Oh, I see. Maybe to smoke some weed or I don't know.
Maybe they felt like they were on fire from whatever drugs they got. Their body, and they're like, I need to go cool down.
If this guy going to bed before the game is over, that's the biggest
a red flag.
That's the biggest. You're having a Chiefs party. You're a massive Chiefs fan, but you're going to bed before the game's over.
I mean, if you're high,
was it a close game? I wonder.
No, they played the Chargers. I don't think so.
No, wasn't it the Dolphins game?
Was that one? Okay.
Yeah, it was when it was like record temperature cold outside. Minus 25 or whatever it was.
Because I would wonder if it's a close game, you'd probably force yourself to stay awake to see how it would end if you are a true fan.
You don't even really have to force yourself, but I mean, if they were on some sort of, where all of a sudden he goes upstairs to go to sleep and then his buddies pass out from it, I mean, I guess, talk about a drug that knocks you out to the point where you don't know that you're freezing to death.
Fentanyl.
But that happens like way quicker. I don't know. Here's a little bit of the clip that Seth was referencing.
With alcohol? I mean, they're mixing stuff too, most likely.
I'm sure they'll find a lot of stuff in their system. Yeah. Here's a little bit of that clip of, I believe it's Jordan Willis, the homeowner, getting arrested. I have not yet seen this.
But bro, what is going on?
Please don't swear.
Right now? What is going on right now? Dude, domestic violence is crazy.
This is the neighbor from across the street.
Stoner.
Nice to one another. Come on now. What is going on?
Okay.
Yeah, so they're saying cuffs.
All right, so they cuff him, but he wasn't arrested, though, right? That's what it said.
They released him out of the cuffs.
Yeah, they detained
shortly
him,
after.
and so you do that sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, we got an update from Jay Gator that the game was out of hand, and maybe that's why he went to bed early.
Out of hand?
Yeah, well, it looks
what
like
does that mean?
It means that they were smacking Miami around.
And
that was a total.
Yeah,
that was a blowout.
So it's not like you need it was a cliffhanger, not a cliffhanger, but you're on the edge of your seat, like waiting what's going to happen. It's like, all right, this is already sorted. I'm going to bed. I'm tired because I took a bunch of drugs.
I just want to know what they were on. It's just listen. I don't know how people freeze outside. Okay, that's what I want to know about.
So your blood pressure drops and you fall asleep.
Can I make a prediction?
That's if you're on alcohol, which already reduces your heart rate, and you're on these other things
I think it was a benzo alcohol combination.
Very likely
I think it was a Prince deal where the guy probably fell asleep because he was like on Xanax or something. They're trying to party a little bit, and then the other guys are also taking said Xanax or whatever benzos, and then they start mixing with alcohol. That'll do you dirty.
Yeah, I mean,
then you either OD or pass out and freeze to death.
It happens. How 3 of them outside together at the same time? It's a curious situation.
Yes, it's unusual for sure.
But I don't think I don't get the sense that there was foul play involved.
Really?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I think that the guy who survived, the homeowner, was just the supplier.
What's the motive?
Boredom.
Kill people for
There's nothing going on in Kansas City.
The game's boring. Your fantasy football team lost, so you murder your 3 friends in the backyard.
See what they look like? See what they look like frozen?
Yeah. I mean, really, everybody knows that, Brian. It's a great motive to kill your friends.
Has anybody known the whereabouts of one Elsa on that night? She may have touched them.
Oh, no. I don't know how to. I don't know how to. Can we get a.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Turkey.
Hold on. I don't want to.
I gave myself one.
All right,
Are you
maybe.
doing it?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't
I don't
need
want
to.
to press.
The
I don't
moment
want to
is
go into
past.
break. Yeah, I
No,
don't
you're not
know.
going to break.
passed.
It's just hitting the button.
I
More,
know.
you're out of here, though, buddy.
It's okay.
It's
That's all
4
right.
strikes, you're out.
Oh, thank you, Macho Man. Appreciate that very, very much. Do you guys remember this story? This story fascinated me, and I think the rest of America. But the Mary Kay Letourneau case, probably everyone's favorite. What is going on?
Flex your fit.
Oh, JCPenney's is having a sale.
They
Oh,
sure
70%
are.
off.
And I'm
Valentine's
seeing
Day.
Hitachi advertisements everywhere.
Oh, well.
It drives me crazy.
Of course, it's my computer.
I know.
What do you think I search for? You're not going to find anything about like healthy food or vegetables
Right.
or fruits coming up.
Exactly.
And apparently I got bad gums because Sensodine's coming up.
So everyone's favorite pedophile, or at least mine, Mary Kay Letourneau, who had an affair because she was a married woman with, I think, 3 children with her husband. She ended up having an affair with her 12-year-old student. It was Vili.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm this is Polynesian and it's throwing me off. Fualua. Whatever. She ended up
Favreau.
She ended up dying, I believe, at the age of 58 from colorectal cancer in 2020. Unfortunately for them, they ended up getting married. She had 2 children, I believe, while she was in prison. So she gets caught with this 12-year-old. She goes to prison. I think she gets out. She gets pregnant. She goes back to prison. She gets out. She gets pregnant again. They have 2 daughters, and then they get married because at a certain point, it's just legit. He's over 18 years of age. But unfortunately, this is where the story goes wrong for me, is that they end up getting divorced in 2017. I was really hoping that, they were going to make it. Like they were some weird soulmates that just found each other at the wrong time in life.
A real love story.
It really is. It is. It's my favorite. It's just such a curious story because what would a 34-year-old, she was 34 at the time, what would a 34-year-old woman find attractive about a 12-year-old boy?
I mean, I have to imagine she was sexually assaulted around the same age when she was younger.
Something like that.
Yeah, would be my guess.
Yeah.
And that's where the attraction, same thing with Michael Jackson, and everything that happened with him when he was younger. So
yeah, you're probably
was
right.
he sexually abused?
Well, there's
Michael
questions
Jackson?
about that, but
So.
he did at the age of 8. His brothers were all older than him, and he could hear them having sex with groupies on the bus.
Oh.
It was a lot going on in his life.
Didn't they push a prostitute on him when he was like 13?
I mean, it was bad. I mean, any kid in Hollywood, look at Drew Barrymore. She was snorting coke at 8.
Yeah.
I mean,
she was in rehab by the time she was like 12.
She's so nice, though.
I know. She's like the success story for
What do
screwed
you mean? You
up
got
Hollywood
Corey
people.
Feldman.
Yeah. Did he die?
No.
Which one died?
Corey Feldman's still alive.
Corey Haim.
Haim, the other
Yeah.
Corey. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Corey Feldman now? Is he,
he's touring.
Is he killing it?
He's a musician.
Oh, good for him.
Still defending Michael Jackson to this day.
He looks like Michael Jackson now.
He does.
He turned into Michael Jackson.
He did.
Well, Mary Kay Letourneau is in the news, not so much because of her, because her daughter with Vili just gave birth. She is 25 years old. I think her name is Georgia Falua. She's 25, the younger daughter of Letourneau and Vili, and she's given birth to a baby son.
I have a real problem with this story being news.
Sorry.
Because what did this? What did this?
Are you
girl,
mad at me?
No. But what did this girl do to have this article about? Like, she didn't do anything.
No,
she was
didn't.
born.
Yeah.
Like, is she a rapist? No.
No.
So-
I don't think anyone's trying to pin her. They're just saying, isn't it interesting that this woman now, who was the product of essentially rape, is having a baby boy.
So isn't it interesting that she's living her life like a normal human being? I don't know, man.
I find it interesting.
I don't find that interesting.
I'm sorry
So
that you
she-
don't find it interesting.
So she's 25. So does that mean her dad's 37?
Her dad is 40.
Her dad's 40. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. He had her when he was 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the second one, right?
Yeah, and that's the younger one, right? So it's probably she has an older sister right here, I believe, who is maybe a year or two older. So I guess Vili had her when he was like 14 or something. I don't know. It's a very curious case. Most of the time you see, not always, but you see the male being the aggressor. And then when it is the female, and we talk about this periodically where they're having sex with their students, usually they're like in high school, like 16, 17, 18, but 12.
But when you're teaching middle school, you gotta swim in the pool that you're in, right?
That's true. That's very true.
You're hard up for some of that young Young.
Schlong, yes.
And you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I would wonder, Lummy, maybe you could find it, not that, you can send it to me, direct message. I don't know if that's working right now. But if there's ever been an interview from her ex-husband, the one she had a normal life with, and like where his head is at, and where the 3 children that she had with that husband, where their heads are at.
Somebody said he had a relationship. Somebody in chat on Rumble, and I hope I'm not getting Jade here, said that he was by her deathbed when she died from her butt cancer. Mary
first
Kayla
husband?
Turner, the first husband, yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Like he was there
that.
with her, like I guess was involved in her life still.
I would never be talking to her ever again.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough if your wife cheats on you, but when she cheats on you with a 12-year-old, I feel like, wow, that'd be hard to come back from.
Yeah, but at least you're like, hey, I'm not 12. You know,
that's what I say. Yeah, it's a little. I think it'd be worse if she cheated with somebody like really close to the similar to you.
It's almost like cheating with a woman,
Almost. It's like I clearly couldn't give her what he could.
Yeah. Or she was just like sick and twisted, and there's nothing I could really provide for her. It's not like she cheated on me with my best friend or something like that.
Yeah, way worse than losing her to like your friend or
interesting.
her coworker.
Yeah, look, hey, sorry I got a bush. I guess if you want a 12-year-old, I guess they're all right in front of you.
Yeah, it is kind of nice
puberty.
when your ex-wife, when she cheats on you, she goes to jail. Like, that's pretty cool.
That's a good law, actually.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't know if Lummy, if you were able to find anything.
Not from him yet. I mean, there's an article explaining who he is.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to be in front of the camera. And to be honest with you, I don't blame him.
Oh, he's saying that Vitaly or Vili was the one that because they were ex-husband. He was the ex-husband at the time of her death. So
yes.
he was there.
Oh, so it wasn't the first husband.
It wasn't the first.
No.
Yeah, he had for the hills.
She'd been, married twice. Yes. There is some good news for a Boston doctor found not guilty of masturbating next to a 14-year-old on a plane. This was a very bizarre story. I remember hearing about this. He was a very handsome Indian fellow, it looks like. And he was sitting next to, I guess, his wife on one side. I don't know why he was in the middle. And a 14-year-old girl on the other, and the minor, who was not named, accused him of masturbating until ejaculation after she noticed the blanket he had up to his neck had fallen and his pants were unzipped.
Oh.
Maybe he was just full. Maybe he was just full. I feel like I've done that before on a plane.
I believe his penis was out.
Okay, that's a little different.
How do you not know he's taking care of himself until the blanket falls down? I mean, there's a whole...
And why is that illegal?
Well,
I mean, if the penis gets exposed, obviously, but if he's trying to hide it and he just fell asleep...
No, that's lewd and lascivious act in front of a minor.
Well, they should have that section on a plane where you can get lewd and lascivious without the minors.
Like a smoking section.
I got to go back and, take care of business.
Hustler Airlines?
Yeah, just, stay up here. I'm sure Spirit Airlines could work it in. People would be less angry about,
Yeah, you got to pay
delays.
a lot of money to sit in that section in Spirit.
She said he had placed a blanket on top of him and was bouncing his leg before the blanket slipped down. When the former Beth Israel Medical Center employee was like, "I'm gonna deaconess." What I thought that was that like a priest or something, or
it
I
would
guess
be like
a doctor.
Female deacon.
Okay. I guess he was a Deaconess Medical Center employee. Went to the restroom. The girl moved to a nearby empty seat and claimed to have felt disgusted and very uncomfortable. After she arrived in Boston, she told her grandparents, whom they were traveling with, about her experience, and they notified the police. So I guess there wasn't enough sufficient evidence to convict him of anything, and he is now free to go, not guilty. Everything's A-okay. But damn, what a stain on your reputation as a person and a doctor.
I mean, what do you think?
What a stain on that blanket, too.
Okay. I knew that was where that was going.
That's not a tuki-tuki, though. That's
no, mostly because I don't want to mess up anything over here, so we're just not going to do any tuki-tukis, but...
Is it safe to assume that the 14-year-old girl saw something, Brian? I mean...
I don't know, man. He was found not guilty, so apparently they didn't have ample evidence. Either she didn't cooperate. I don't know what ended up happening.
Wouldn't it just take his wife saying that he wasn't doing it next to... I mean...
It's up to a jury who they believe
No,
more.
it went to a judge, I believe.
Oh, they had a bench trial?
Well, I think I read something last night. I will find it for you.
Well, that's okay.
But yeah, I think it was just after being indicted in September, the doctor opted for a bench trial, meaning he handed his case down to a judge, not a jury. The defendant has the ability to decide whether or not it's a jury or judge.
You can waive your right to a jury trial as a defendant. Yes.
I'm just thinking through what would be the benefit
in a criminal case.
What would be the benefit because you don't want the child to testify and maybe they would be easily convinced by or persuaded by a child that this in fact happened?
I think he had really good legal counsel who looked at the facts, looked at the evidence, looked at everything in play in this case, and said we will do better in front of somebody who knows the law and the legal standard rather than somebody who's going to possibly be overwhelmed with emotion and make an emotional decision. A jury making an emotional decision. We can convince one individual who's being rational and looking at the law that they don't have enough to convict you.
Now, I assume that this kind of varies state by state, but like, does this happen in every case where you have the ability to ask for just a judge to make a determination versus a jury?
Yeah, you can waive your right to a jury trial and have a bench trial. It's very seldomly done on the criminal side of things, but in this case, like, it worked out.
It's the right the right thing for him to do.
Yeah.
For him to do. Good stuff. We'll be back after this.
Your modern-day redneck solution to old-fashioned government-controlled radio.
Diabolic mind control.
Is Bubba the Love Sponge.
Hey, thank you to Troy Nelson, man. I appreciate that. Troy on YouTube. Sorry, man. I kept an eye on your message for the whole break, so I didn't forget. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, man.
What's up, Mike Thurman?
What up, Mr. Thurman?
Sir, good morning, say redneck.
Thank you, Spencer Squared. Organic Gene. Pitbull Labrador. I was going to say Pitbull.
Pitbull Toddler?
No, Pitbull Labrador.
Pitbull Labrador. Well, that's a nice try. It should be more like Chihuahua, infant, or
what?
If you're doing a play on Pitbull Toddler, it should be like.
I was gonna say that guy's not.
No, Labradoodle Adolescent.
Thank you, Trickney. I'll take the Dennis Eckersley rookie card. I'm sure Sponjo would love that.
The Eck?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Imagine if he started referencing Eckersley instead of Robin Yount, 86.
No, George Brett.
George Brett,
86 was the other day.
Or Bill Buckner.
Bill Buckner. There was a lot of Buckner references.
Don't forget about Dave Kingman.
Dave Kingman.
I got Dave Kingman back.
Ooh.
Big man.
The Diacos are going to get in on the trading card thing. They've already have fastfreshtradingcards.com purchased.
Why? Because Bubba told them to.
No, I'm joking. Fast Fresh Trading Cards.
Maybe they'll get Russ involved, and then it would go like this. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe be on something.
I'm sorry, Lummy.
We are St. Pete.
Russ is a good guy. I shouldn't say anything.
You did. It's on tape. Can't take it back. You just gotta hope nobody's watching or listening. And our numbers are low, so that's good.
Is it? We're
under 800 on the YouTube, and hey, give us a thumb in, guys. Fucking 99 or 100 on YouTube is a joke.
We're cheap dogs. You forgot Twitch though. Twitch, we were at 500 at one point.
We're on Twitch too.
Yeah, we're at 200 there.
I stopped going there.
How's 83?
I just go. I think the chat is more compelling on Rumble and YouTube, and there's more viewers there. So we love them all, though.
Yeah, give a thumbs up.
Yeah, give us a thumb and don't be a bitch.
That's what Brian said. Don't be a bitch.
Takes 2 fucking seconds.
Don't be a bitch. Takes 2 fucking seconds.
Let's see what our numbers are at now. Bitches.
209.
Yes.
We're up to 209 already?
Yeah.
I got 100 and like one fucking.
I'd refresh.
No, I did. I was at 99. I hadn't thumbed it yet. While I was yelling at everybody, it was me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I'm the problem.
Just refresh on the beginning of 209, so you should be up there.
216. Thank you fucktards.
Whoa.
Okay, that's aggressive.
Brian?
That's a violation.
You know, that fucking Sensodyne thing is really aggressive on the screen.
Well, Bubba's clearly been researching bad sore gums or some shit.
Before that, it was the Adam and Eve thing.
Yeah,
I know.
that all makes sense, right? And the
getting
Hitachi
bigger.
and all of that. But then hit refresh. Let's see if we can get another ad up there. Let's see what it is now. Let's see what Bubba's into these days. Just looking at his cookies. Cookies. That makes me want to search for Oreos.
Well, more Sensodyne.
What up, Mr.
Wow.
Kostika, Sicilian Redneck? What's up?
Morning, John.
Cracker Chris.
John Kostika.
Hierarchy.
It's not you, Tampa Terry. I'm undefeated against your bitch ass.
Oh!
Every time you call in, I fucking face you.
Is he a Steinmark?
Oh, listen, brother. He's Tampa Terry calling from Canada. And Brian's just a snowflake liberal. The same shit he's spewed for 5 years. The guy needs a new shtick. And whatever he says here is only worth about 80% American anyways, so.
What's up, Lunger?
Oh, man. The exchange rate still is?
Yeah, it's still pretty bad.
I know Mexico's really bad.
Listen, brother, I wasn't going to call in when Bubba's out. And, really, I'm going to take it easy on you because he's not here, so.
What's up, Big Benjo? He says you have low T. I'm just reading the chat.
I mean, he's probably right, but so what? And I'm here and he's listening to me. So
Brian,
who's the fucking mark?
I think your tea is probably just fine, man.
I bought tea bags the other day from Publix. I've got plenty of tea at my house.
Shut up.
That's an off-the-air Tuki. That counts.
If Tampa Terry ever came to Barp, he'd have to walk around holding the inside of my pocket because he's my fucking bitch.
Oh!
Okay.
That's a big time facing right there.
You got face.
That's a big facing. All right, guys, I'm back.
Yeah, we put a phone call from Terry on the phone.
Time to scratch that itch, is it?
Listening will give you no health benefits, but all the carcinogenic after effects.
Stop putting while you're ahead for a change.
We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Hello. Welcome back. Or if you're just joining us, welcome to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
You know what today is? Anna?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us.
I'm asking, do you know what it is?
Yes!
I thought it was Seth's birthday.
It is Seth's birthday.
It sure
Mushroom
is.
Mitch's birthday.
Well, whose?
Mushroom Mitch.
Mushroom Mitch. Who can forget that? But it's also
Lisa Marie Presley's birthday.
Oh,
There
I
you
know.
go.
It's Heart Health Month.
It's February 1st, which is the kickoff to Heart Health Month in the United States. And more than half the population would still benefit from blood pressure support. What are you people doing? Superbeat heart chews are the #1 doctor, pharmacist, and cardiologist recommended way to support healthy blood pressure. And they even promote heart healthy energy without the stimulants. Paired with a healthy lifestyle, the antioxidants in Superbeats are clinically shown to be nearly 2 times more effective at promoting normal blood pressure than a healthy lifestyle alone. And with over 40,000 5-star reviews and counting, people are raving about Superbeat heart chews. I love them. I want to be here for my daughter. My health is more important than anything else in the world when I think about my little one, and so that's why I take Superbeats. They're effective and clinically studied ingredients. Super Beets is the #1, like I said, doctor, pharmacist, and cardiologist recommended heart chew. And their convenient way to support healthy blood pressure. So support your heart health with Super Beets Heart Chews. Get a free month's supply of Super Beet Heart Chews on all bundles and a free full-size bag of turmeric chews valued at $25 with your order by going to BubbaLovesBeats.com. Get this exclusive offer only at BubbaLovesBeats.com.
Great job, Brian.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Babyface's buddy's on the line.
Yeah, I heard that there was some Tampa Terry heat going on.
I thought I smelled a bitch.
Okay, well.
He's feeling so squirrely after his, what a lot of people have deemed a victory last week over Alex Stein, and now he's ready for another
and how
one.
about that read? I mean,
it was pretty good, I have to admit. I hate putting you over. No, I don't. I actually like you, Brian.
You know
but
what?
It was great. Tampa Terry, is that you?
Free turmeric for you.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to say you guys are doing a great job with Bubba out. You know, Anna, Lummy, Seth, you guys are really doing incredible. You're making Bubba proud while he's gone, you know.
What about Brian?
Show is going good, brother, but then we took this call, and, you know, brother, it just, you know, but without Bubba here, though, what is it anyways? What are we all here for? You know, I'm up here in Canada right now drinking bag milk. You know, terrible exchange rate. Talking on my Trudeau phone. Don't have much else to say, but I'm going to bring this show to a screeching halt because Brian owns my ass. That's what I got to say about that, brother.
Wow, Tukey on Brian, bro. Brian, you wish you were Dr. Dan so bad that you don't got the swagger and you don't got the testosterone, bro. You can't pull off the Dr. Dan role,
I can pull off Dan and the finger point, and you listen here. 3 things, Tampa Terry, because there's always 3 things that you list when you're doing a list, okay? Listen, buddy, I don't wish I was Dr. Dan. I think he's a cool guy. He's got his own life going. I love
Does he
my
have more
life.
testosterone than you?
Probably,
Okay.
yeah. We'll go with that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll you know,
Yeah, I think so.
All natural, I bet, too. But anyways.
At least now.
Yeah. You know, you're a Canadian. Don't call in here talking about testosterone, please.
Bro, I'm a Canadian. I'm from one of the weakest countries on earth, and we're still all more rugged than you are, babyface.
Yeah.
You can never fill the Dr. Dan role, bro. You are too
Not trying to, man. I've got my own. I've got my own lane.
He's got a flamingo shirt
my
on.
own lane, man. I'm in my own lane. I'm not like you, fake Hulk Hogan, calling up the show with your gimmicky, pathetic impersonation of Hogan that you turned into some Canadian. You're like
little Alex
You're like
Jones.
Timu Hogan.
Oh, no. What say you,
Hogan.
Tampa Terry?
What?
Tampa?
Brian, brother, you are not in your own lane. You're in the same lane as Brian Stelter, Anderson Cooper, and other effeminate male media personalities. You do not got the tea or the swagger or the anything to roll with Bubba and Dr. Dan, bro.
And yet here you are listening to me, calling in on the day I'm on here because I am that compelling. You're a mark. You marked out to yourself, and now you're marking out to me, and we're going to end this call with me owning you like always. Tampa Terry, you might as well get a babyface logo on your butt because I own that ass.
Well, you don't know.
Bye! Bitch ass. No, I actually don't mind Tampa Terry.
No,
but
I love
it
Tampa
is funny.
Terry,
It's
but
fun.
it is funny.
I like seeing you guys go head to head.
Anybody attacking testosterone in a debate is
Low
always,
T levels.
it's
In
always
fact, brother, your lymphocytes are a little bit high, brother. I've seen your blood work. I know what's going on. May want to do something about your triglycerides.
Thyroid looks like
I will
S.
say blood pressure looking nice, looking good with the blood pressure. This is Tampa Terry, brought to you by Quest Diagnostics. For all your blood test needs, come to Quest Diagnostics. Thank you, brother.
Is this how middle-aged men insult each other based
Yes,
on their their hormonal profile?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, show me your blood work. Show me your blood work,
Prove it,
brother.
bitch.
And then we'll really know who the man is. We'll really know who the man is when I see your blood work. What's your A1C? That's what I thought. You diabetes riddled. Never mind.
If you like what you're hearing, folks, Cash App, PayPal, at the Bubba Army. We would very much appreciate any and all donations, whether it's because it's Black History Month, it's Seth's birthday, it's Heart Health Month, Brian's got flamingos on his shirt, whatever it is, please, please, please send money. We'll call it out. We'll give you one of these.
Flamingo's such a liberal bird. It's pink. It's the gayest bird around, and he's wearing it on his shirt. Could you pick a gayer bird? Dan has bald eagles. That's right, the real American bald eagle on his shirts because he's that rugged, man. You don't even have the testosterone to wear a bald eagle shirt.
I love it. You get what you pay for. Take a breath, Brian. You get what you pay for when you go on Frontier Airlines. Do you think that Frontier is the worst airlines in terms of
Spirit?
It's Spirit. Okay.
Spirit.
What
yeah,
about
but those are
Virgin?
like 1 and 2.
Virgin's great.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never even been on a Virgin flight before.
I've just heard horrible things about it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Virgin's supposed to be
It's
good.
pretty good.
Oh, I take
Southwest is nice. Delta's nice.
I take
American
it back.
Airlines fine.
My apologies.
Yeah, Virgin's
Yeah.
nice.
Sorry, I only fly Southwest. you
Virgin
know?
Atlantic is even nicer. That's fly first
Bougie.
class over to London.
Oh, well.
Beautiful.
London.
Bonjour.
Yeah. Well, bonjour. Do you know where London is?
Yes, right in the middle of France. Everybody knows that.
It's the English-speaking part of France.
I was trying to think how they say hello over there, and I was like, oh, they just say hello. So I
Right. You gotta zhuzh it up a little
Bonjour from London.
bit. Nailed it. So on this Frontier Airlines, a flyer wasn't happy. She was disgruntled. I think it was some sort of altercation about her using the bathroom. She wasn't allowed to because I think that they were in the middle of descending and landing, but she was like, this is some BS. Whatever. There was a little bit of an altercation, and apparently she just decided, you know what? I'm going to pull down my pants, drop trow, and squat on the floor in front of this child and pretend to urinate. I don't think she actually did, but she was threatening it. And this poor little boy, saw some lips and a butthole. Oh. Yes. He's forever scarred. So here's a little bit of that story coming. I believe she was from Philly.
Of course. You didn't even have to say it. It was either Florida or Philly.
The boat steward of Sarasota, $20.
$20. Thank you so much. We're so grateful for every
Has to be
dollar.
the best day of the week, right?
Yes, because Brian's here wearing
I'm
his
just saying,
shirt.
normally a repellent.
Yeah, not today, though. I appreciate it. Okay, how about this?
There's a lot of people showing off their privates on planes to kids.
This seems like a thing now,
Yeah,
right?
it's just flights are too long.
Are we going to have a congressional hearing about what the airlines are doing?
Flights are too long from Orlando to Philadelphia.
Flights are too long these days. People need to whack it. What are these pilots doing about this? How are they letting this happen on their plane?
Yeah, well, here's a little bit of the story.
Ned His Herpes, $20 super chat. Happy birthday, Seth.
What do you say? Tampa Terry's rhetoric is weak and repetitive.
He said happy birthday, Seth.
Thanks, Ned.
And that was the end. But I don't like Lummy's selective.
We were playing a story, Brian. I was trying to get it in really quick.
Okay, let's start
That's what
this
Ashley
again.
says to you, too.
Okay.
And is now facing federal charges for her unruly behavior on a Frontier Airlines flight from Florida.
I'm ready to be over here. Sorry, everybody.
Oh
no.
Oh, she's guilty.
Look at.
I
What
love
reaction!
from
she
the
did
crowd.
apologize before that.
That
though.
is true. She did warn
She
people.
gave him a chance to divert thine eyes.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was, I think, a 12-year-old boy right behind her.
There's always is, man. On the flight.
Gotta be
You always
careful.
think it's an empty seat, and then there's a little whippersnapper right there staring at you.
Sorry, everybody. Are you serious?
What the hell?
Did somebody say, oh, yeah? Wait, was that on the video?
That was me,
Oh, was that
actually.
you?
I was like, hell yeah, take it off, lady.
Oh, man.
She looks like the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah, it's appropriate.
Eric Kulub, $10. I will to tell Babyface to shut up.
You read that one
makes
and
you send
happy
money.
birthday, Seth.
Thank you. God bless.
By the woman as 60-year-old Dulce Huertas.
Dulce
The complaint claims
Huertas.
Huertas was aggressive on the flight back to Philly from Orlando in November, demanding to use the bathroom.
I gotta say, I'm relieved it's not a white woman. You know, I don't know if you can call this woman a Karen, but I'm a little relieved to know that it's not a white
What's
lady.
a Spanish Karen called?
That's a good Carmelita. I don't know.
Michael Blount, $20 on the Cash App. Happy birthday, Seth.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Seated. The complaint says she pulled down her pants, as you see in the video, exposing herself to children nearby, and she handled business that way.
Well, there you go. What has happened?
I think they need better in-flight entertainment.
That is the perfect summary for that. What has happened?
Yes.
Where did we go, and why are we there, and why can't we get back to where we once were?
I know it's bizarre when a woman takes off her pants that it throws you into an existential crisis. Like what happened?
What is going on here?
It is weird. Did you notice a difference? Like I was about to say 9/11 post COVID, that when the people came back, they came back and they were messed up. on
Yeah.
flights especially. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like there's certainly been an uptick in people acting outrageously when on flights.
On flights, I feel like it's always been a thing, but I feel like now even more so. I don't know if it's because of the holidays. You start hearing all of these stories, but I always feel like great stories have come off airplanes.
Has anyone been around something like this on an airplane? Not like this, but a crazy person on an
Unfortunately,
airplane?
no.
No, I had a lady who was super nervous, a stranger, and begged me to hold her hand during takeoff and landing.
Was she
Wait.
hot?
Yes.
And
how old is she?
I mean, this was when I was flying out, running.
She was
running
12.
loose. No, she was like in her 40s.
Was she
She
hot?
had never flown before.
Oh.
And, probably not I mean, I guess life sometimes you wait until your 40s to fly somewhere, but she was so nervous. She was like literally like shaking, and she's like, "Would you please hold my hand?"
Was
And,
she hot though?
No. I mean,
Did you meet up with her in Vegas?
How does holding a
Blaster?
stranger's hand
Is
help?
that who you had a threesome with?
Yeah.
no, she wasn't who I had threesome
You had a
with.
threesome?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Everybody knows this.
With a
I don't even
stripper.
know you, man. You sicko.
With a stripper.
Tell me about it
He's
later,
just-
okay?
he's just jealous.
Sicko. Write it in an email and send it to me for my birthday present.
This is where they diverge, Babyface and Seth.
Sorry, we'll get back to what does a lady? What kind of comfort does a lady get out of holding a stranger's hand?
I don't know, but it got her through it, I guess. It was
Did
odd.
she thank you?
Yes, she did.
Oh, nice.
With the
You're
hand
a hero.
job.
You're
With a
hero,
hand
Brian.
job. Can you even say that?
You're a hero.
I don't know if we can say that.
You're just like Dr.
No,
Dan.
she hired me to be a hand model.
Oh,
She literally gave
right.
me a hand job.
Right. Okay. Wonderful. She
Dr.
got-
Dan would have banged her, you sissy,
Yeah.
low T.
You don't even have 3 reasons why I would have made love to that woman.
What has happened? Well, they say that she had 2 alcoholic drinks before the incident. I don't know how big they were. She was charged with interference with flight crew members, simple assault, and indecent exposure. And she faces a maximum sentence, of 21 years in prison
Jeez, that's
and a
stiff.
$350,000 fine.
Wow. She's angry. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that she did it on a flight. Is that like an aggravating?
The fine is certainly a flight
Detail.
number. That you would not get fined for doing that at Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
The fact that you're on a plane, you're getting in trouble for that.
Oh,
Extra.
if she did that Chuck E. Cheese, wouldn't that be?
Well, it's the same thing on the plane. I mean, she'll be a registered sex
Oh, will
offender
she?
after this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If she's convicted on that, exposing her genitalia to a minor.
Oh, okay. Even though obviously it wasn't intentional, but he
Doesn't
just happened.
matter.
Yep. Okay.
That's why peeing in public is so dangerous. Because if a
God.
kid walks by and sees it, you are now a sex
Yeah,
offender.
Lummy and Seth.
Just so
you
you guys
sickos.
know.
I
There's
hide
not a lot
behind
of
a
kids
pole.
back here.
Wait, what if I'm on private property?
Doesn't matter.
Some
Really?
stupid kid just looks. I'm going to jail.
You could if you
Wait, what about
reports it.
if your window is open or something and they see something?
There's a difference if you have a reasonable expectation of privacy, but if you're peeing by an open gate out by the road,
It's not open.
on Nassau Street, then you may catch a charge.
Okay, well, thanks for. Okay, so this is a lot to process on my birthday, but thank you.
Don't catch
Brian,
a
you
charge.
just ruined our pee time.
Jeez, me and Lumby we always have great talks
Yeah.
out
So
there.
much for that. Not anymore. Way to ruin a good time, Brian.
Sorry to ruin your sword fights.
Would you
Again.
defend me if I went to jail for that?
I mean, I would try, but you know,
Try?
if the kid.
Where's the cockiness now?
Yeah, really.
Because he's dead to rights. If the kid testifies, I see he was outside peeing, and we have the radio talking
I know.
about
I
how
was just
much
about
he
to say,
loves doing
hey,
it.
I just peed
I don't
outside.
have this. I've never
See your
peed
breath.
outside.
It's theater of the mind.
yeah.
Theater of the mind.
It's not true.
Stupid kids walking around this station.
So this trans influencer,
God, this chick is.
Oh God.
chick. Well, I appreciate you using the
What's her
correct
name?
pronouns.
Like Mordor or Golar? What's her name?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I saw Stein had this last night.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Was he on with, or was she on with Stein?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I have seen this. Sometimes I watch clips of the whatever podcast, and it's just kind of funny. And they bring usually OnlyFans models, but every once in a while they get a gem like this person right here, and it's kind of bizarre because her and I kind of align on gender roles, which is kind of odd. So she's kind of explaining that masculinity is getting diminished, and these men expect princess treatment, and she's not okay with that. She is not down with that because she wants a real man, a man who can change a tire, a man who can fix a broken light bulb and fix a toilet and mow the lawn and all that sort of
A
stuff.
man who can lift up 400 pounds over his head during sex.
Yeah.
Is this, before you play this, is this a real person? Is this
Yes.
AI?
No,
You
it's
haven't seen
real.
this thing before?
No,
This
no.
thing being this person.
No, this video. I'm talking about the video.
Yeah.
I would never call a person a thing. I meant this video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, things aren't
Sure,
proper
use some
pronouns.
respect.
Ali C. Lopez.
Yeah, Ali C. Lopez is her name. And listen, she's a very brave person. I mean, to have this body type and be wearing a crop top, I mean, that's balls, I think. Which she probably still has. Oh, here we go.
Is she a man?
No, it's
a
a
little
trans.
bit of a gender role in a relationship. I'm not a big fan of toxic masculinity or like whatever, like the.
She's just a regular girl, Seth. She wants a guy who's a real guy.
In the world, I know, and that's all that they'll let her be. But why looks like she's only halfway through the transition.
What are you talking about?
She needs more.
She has breasts.
She needs
and long
more
hair.
estrogen.
That is a beautiful woman on that screen right now.
The
I don't
norms,
care
I
what you
guess, but I
say.
like when there's just like a little bit of that, like I'm the man and I'm gonna take charge. You know.
That's how I feel. I mean, it's
I
weird
love
how we
her
kind of
goatee.
align here.
I love
am
her
her.
goatee.
She is me. Her goatee. Is that her chin shadow?
With
or
her
is that...
long hair, she looks more like a woman than you, according to people in chat.
No.
I just made up the people in chat thing.
No,
That
it's
was-
okay.
That,
That was
all
you.
me.
That was you. I appreciate it. I did get a comment yesterday. I chose to ignore it, but thank you for bringing it up.
Cause why not? You know. I feel like a lot of boys need to start being boys though.
Wait, what? Wait, hold
lot
on.
of
What?
boys need to start being
Hold
boys,
on. A lot of
though.
boys need to start being boys.
Boys need to start being boys though. Like when it comes to like the male roles, because a lot of like men nowadays are expecting princess treatment, and it's like, okay, well, I want that energy just as bad as you do. For example, like let's say I get a flat tire on the side of the road, and we're together. You better know how to change that tire. Like you better know how to do these things, because if I have to call my dad, just like I said, no, sorry, babe.
Sorry, babe.
Okay,
Sorry, babe.
wow.
Sorry, babe. No, that is who is rejecting you.
Gary Cantrell said paging Rhett. Now, Rhett, let's say
Here's a better
was born
picture.
a woman.
Look.
Is that too big for you, Rhett?
Zachary Fatua, $10.
Thank you.
Gorgon the
Rhett, are you
Destroyer.
okay with having to lift up the fupa in order to
I think
find?
he's in the restroom.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's in the taped room.
Look, I mean, that's pretty strong.
Oh my god.
Her makeup looks great. The boobies,
It's
funny
funny
they're
that
running
she
away
was
from
talking
each
about
other.
man rolls, and here she is with these man rolls.
Stop. That's inappropriate. That's transphobic.
She's been in some videos.
What? What do you mean?
What kind of videos?
So I sent you one. It has language at the end, but so they take
I'm
20
not gonna see
guys
it.
and they put blindfolds on them, and she talks to them. And about going on a
Oh,
date,
I
and
have
then
seen that.
they take the blindfold off,
Oh, and they're
all
like, hell no.
yeah, that's the one I sent you, but he says the F word at the end.
Oh man, could you send it again? I'm so sorry. I'm not getting him. But we will take a call in the meantime. But sorry, it's not working.
If this was like Kate Upton or I don't know, like Jennifer Lawrence talking, would we still have the same reaction? Are we making fun of what she's saying? Or are we just making fun of her?
Yes.
No, what she's saying is true.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually it's really the messenger here. I feel like
We're shooting the messenger,
not the message.
Not the
Yeah, no, the
Okay,
message is
perfect.
great.
Okay, we're shooting the message.
I'm
I just
not
wanted to
getting
make
it, Lummi.
sure. All right, we're on the same page.
Seth's like, where does my hate and misogyny need to be placed right now?
I just wanted to make sure I was on the same page. Thank you.
Who's this?
Hey, it's South Tampa. Hey, at least this girl's carrying the spare tire for her around her waist. The thing I was going to say is Seth might get this. I know Babyface will. I called you earlier, but Anna's haircut looks like Manon Rayon, the first goalie, women goalie for the
Lightning.
Please don't send me. I don't want to see if it's working. Let me. Thank you.
She wasn't ugly.
She wasn't ugly. No, she was a good-looking.
No, what's her name?
Manon Rayon.
She played. What'd she play? She played like
goalie.
Yeah,
She played
goalie.
goalie.
Like 20, 30 games, I think.
No.
I know she played goalie. Jeez.
I think she just did exhibition.
I thought she played.
I don't think she maybe got into one NHL game.
Was
I
it?
think. Yeah. She was like a
it was an
preseason
exhibition game.
Oh, you
Probably
are
like,
so
she
far
played
off.
for the Atlanta Knights.
Monet.
Mayon. It's like
M-A-N-O.
Can you just spell it?
Yeah. M-A-N.
I would just type female goalie.
Yeah, that's good. Those are easy
female
words.
NHL goalie, you'll get her.
Yeah,
the
she's
other thing
the
I
only
was
one.
going to say is Dr. Dan's going to lose his absolute you-know-what because the guy he hates, Lewis Hamilton, is going to be driving for Ferrari next season.
Uh-oh.
Good. I hope it sucks all the. I hope Dan sells all of his Ferraris now. I hope he becomes a Maserati guy.
Not bad.
That's still fiat.
What do you think, Anna? Now that you got her pulled up,
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. That's fine. That is fine. I've been called much worse before, so thank you. She's fine.
She looks like a female.
Yeah, she looks like a lady.
Especially with their hair in that like braid back there, with her head looking down during the Canadian national anthem up there on the second one.
Right here?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Thanks, South Tampa. I appreciate that. All right, so here's can we even play this because of the
play it? Well, no,
I don't know
you
if
have to
Seth
show
can
the
show it.
video.
Okay.
This is just.
Hold on.
Technically, that's a T-shirt. It's not.
I know, but I'm just wondering. I don't want to get us in trouble.
Go back. You know I want to. I'm not really sure. Kind of got a blindfold on, so I don't really know what to ask you. You can take the blindfold off.
I'm not your typical 10, so like what looks like everything to you? Like what is the vibe?
Not everything, but it plays a big part.
For sure.
Does she sound like a woman to you?
I hear that voice and I am running for the hills.
I feel like I was just imagining that. I feel like she sounds like a woman here.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, she sounds like a trans woman.
Yeah, to me it'd be questionable. Let me hear a little more.
Well, with that being said,
It sounds like a man trying to sound like a woman.
With that being said,
Yeah.
She almost has a Kermit thing going on.
Oh fuck!
Oh, there it is.
I know. I'm sorry.
you.
I'm
He
sorry.
warned
He
you.
did. He did. I know. I got it.
That's how all the reactions were. There's like 20 of them. And they're all
Yeah,
the
I could watch
same.
those all day.
What did you? Is anybody polite about it, Lummy? Nobody's like, no. Oh, jeez, man.
Sorry, you're not my type. How would you react?
I'll be like, well, what happened at the end? They say, would you go out with me? Like, is that what he goes?
It's the point of like, hey, would you date me? Take your blindfold off.
I'll be like, forgot
Sorry,
that I
you're
was
not my
married.
type.
Yeah.
I forgot that I was married. Gotta go.
Oh my goodness! Where this? Oh, that's right. That's why they do the ring. Do you wear a wedding band?
My finger grew too big for it, and then Phoebe said she was going to get it extended, but she hasn't yet. But I want to wear one of those cool little like rubber black ones.
Yeah, the
buy
black
one
ones.
from Amazon for like $3.
What do you wear one, right, Brian?
I wear, yeah.
Can you show the camera, I guess? Really quick, oh, nice. I like that. I like how you showed it like it was a Bubba Army ring.
It's just cobalt.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
I don't want any precious metals.
That's good. Have you heard of jelking? Do you know what jelking is?
Sounds
Unfortunately.
sexual.
You do. Brett knows. Brett, what do you know about this new jelking trend? Because I'd never heard that word before last night.
It's just twisting your boys around.
The boys. I thought it was.
It's more of the member.
Yes.
Less of the boys, but it's just
all together tugging and pulling.
Twisting, jerking.
Oh.
The idea behind it is that if you do it enough, you can increase in size.
Okay.
Oh,
by
does
tearing
it work?
and growing.
Does it work for you, Rhett?
I don't do it.
Okay.
I don't do it. I think it's kind of ridiculous. So
probably for the best.
How long have you heard about? Like, how long have you known about this?
A couple months.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know how long it's been going on for.
Is that why your name in chat is Gel King?
Well, it's a bizarre penis enlarging TikTok trend.
But in Rhett's defense, the women he's with, he needs to do whatever he can to try and break on through to the other side.
What's I don't understand the Rhett.
Seth is new to this. So apparently, I don't know if this is actually true, but Rhett has been accused of liking large black women.
Oh, accused? Well, I mean,
accused makes it sound bad.
I mean, is that wrong?
No, not at all.
It sounds right.
I think he had a rendezvous. Go ahead.
I think most people assume that much larger than
what it actually like.
Yeah, I think it might be a little dramatized, but
okay.
Yeah,
have you ever been
with a woman over $2 bills?
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Over $2 bills.
Who hasn't?
Me.
Rhett's the man.
Have you ever been with a woman over $3 bills?
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Somewhere in between 200 and 300, we know.
I think height plays a factor.
Yeah, if they're 8 foot tall,
yeah, that's fine. If they're like 5'10", that's passable. If they're 4'11", maybe not so much. I think that.
Was there really a LaQuisha, Lummy?
Yeah, LaQuisha at the La Quinta.
Her name was actually Monet.
It was Monet.
Yeah, because she was good from far, but far from good.
Okay.
I wish I could do Tuki, but
Yeah, I don't want to. I'll add
the connection's down. I've already hit it.
Oh, the connection is down. Yeah, I see.
No, yours is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You have to pot it up.
Oh, is it Next Gen 3?
It's Next Gen 1 or 2.
Okay, well, they're both potted up.
Oh.
And I just don't want to go right into break because that's what happens when I hit Next Gen 1. So it is a bizarre penis enlarging TikTok trend claiming to add an inch in girth. So it's not even in length, but in girth.
Scar tissue.
No wonder
Yeah,
Bubba's
that's
been
what they're saying.
trying to get me on the penis pump. It's so much better than and twisted my my boys, my beanbag.
So here's a doctor explaining kind of what it is right here.
All right, so wait, I need to spell this. Jelqing. So jelqing is a newer exercise, I guess is what you would call it, where the thumb and the forefinger grab the penis and yank it in order to try to make it longer. So this is something that is a relatively new thing. Guys are doing this. The question is, does it work? And the answer is no. There's been no evidence whatsoever that this works. It's just yanking on your penis.
He said yanking.
So
oh, no.
Trying to make it longer, jelqing is not the way to go about it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What is
Just
the way?
Don't do it.
Put it in a big plastic
Date an
tin.
Asian. I don't know what to tell
Get
you.
a pump. Isn't your pump on the way, Seth?
I have no. Bubba told me he ordered it. I have no idea.
Double check with him.
Will you pump?
It's probably sitting outside.
Probably sitting back
Right,
there.
yeah, probably
now,
is.
yeah.
I don't want to touch any pumps around here, especially if they're not in a box.
Well,
so.
they just said they're in the box.
Oh, where is it?
Yeah, it's brand new.
I feel like I should
There's probably
donate.
where the Amazon box is.
I feel like I should donate my penis pump to somebody who's joking, because somebody that's joking probably really needs it. So I mean,
Or they're really insecure about it. Yeah.
I mean, I can't. If you're willing to yank on your wee wee to get it bigger, like you're in trouble.
Where did the word come from?
Jelqing?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
What's the? Is that going to be on the Scripps National Spelling Bee?
I hope not.
Origin.
Shouldn't there be a Q there? That's the thing I find most offensive about this. A Q with
U?
no U. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've never seen that
That's what
before.
I'm saying. That's why a Scripps National Spelling Bee, that would really stump up the spellers.
Even the little Indian kids
Yeah.
who win every single year. It's crazy. It's bizarre.
They make it their lives.
They
I
sure
mean,
do.
It's tough when you get home from school and you just do the next 6 hours of learning your words.
When it's your second language.
But that's why they're so socially adept. You know,
Yeah.
that's why they're you know that's they're the life of the party.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Anywhere outside.
Joke each other. Yeah, no, seriously. If kids saw you. Like,
What's a kid doing back here? This is a business district.
oh, I opened up Bubba's babysitting service, Bubba Daycare. Which out with the goat. You get to play with the goats all day. The kids love it.
If I saw a kid back here, I'd be concerned. Where's your mom?
Where's your
Back
mom?
here. What are you doing back here?
She's up with Bubba.
Oh no. Man, I didn't know. I wonder what guys are doing to get their dicks bigger back in the day.
I don't know, man.
I wonder when guys decided that it needed to be bigger.
Just be happy with your dick size. That's it.
Well, I'm just like, when did a guy decide that it needed to be bigger, or did women decide that for
I
us?
think it's a masculinity thing. You know, it's there's something to
Little
that.
cock, big brain. Haven't you ever heard of that?
No, but now it explains a lot.
I prefer to keep it small. Me too, man. It's too painful to have a big one, I guess. I'm a good kisser. I mean, I just don't have a big pecker, man. So, you know, whatever.
Once you go black, you never go back. But if you stay white, your shit'll stay tight.
That's way worse than any crime I've committed on eBay.
It's not worse than exposing yourself to a kid, though.
Well, I haven't done that.
That you know of.
I haven't done that yet.
There's no kids walking around. I have never seen a kid in all my years of working on these
same
main
here.
streets. I've never seen one kid.
No, there hasn't.
Not even in the 7-Eleven. There's no kids in that fucking 7-Eleven. It's all workers and travelers.
That's 7-Eleven. That's bad, man. It's like a rest stop.
It is. It is.
Thank you, Sicilian Redneck. Thank you, Bad Jake. I hope we're going to Chuck E. Cheese Golden Egg later. They got good pizza. All right, that was Rumble. Now I'm on YouTube.
We're everywhere.
What up, Captain Creamsicle?
Oh, Tina with all the hearts. Happy birthday, Seth.
Oh, thank you,
Army,
Tina.
Bubba Army Mom.
Thank you. I know Bubba Army Mom.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Oh.
Why don't you tell me some aliases I don't know?
Seth's micro penis.
What? Where is that?
that's what Phoebe says every night. Hey-o!
Oh, man. I went to Chuck E. Cheese for a friend of my daughter's birthday a while ago. It wasn't bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
You know what I love about it is the 2-hour play card. So there's a game back there where you can. So Chuck E. Cheese, if you haven't been recently, the ticket redemption value is very hard to win your kid a decent prize.
Dude, you get like 90 tickets, you get like a Tootsie Roll.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
So when you go to a birthday party, depending on how rich the kid's family is that you're going to, you'll get a timed game card for a certain amount of time to play. And so we were there for 2 hours, and while they're doing the pizza bullshit and the meat Chucky and the dance party, I'm over at a game that drops coins. Just crushing it. My daughter ended up getting like 4,000 tickets and walked away with a decent prize off that 2-hour game card.
Dude, that's so... I was texting my wife the whole time that I wanted to fucking leave, and you're fucking winning shit for your daughter, man. You're a good dude.
Well, yeah, I mean...
You're a hell of a guy, man.
I'm saving myself money because I know she's going to want
Of
that
course.
item. And unlike your daughter, mine's not a pickpocket.
Oh,
so.
Boy. Feeds 23, what cards worth 10 to 20K? What do you got? Is it that Eckersley?
No.
What do you got?
Oh, he's saying there's several listings on eBay for a card between 10 and 20,000. Is it legit?
Oh,
Here's the thing about cards. They're worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for them. So it's just like any other item, artwork, whatever it may be. It's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. So, typically there's a market established by scarcity and desirability. But what makes, right now an Anthony Richardson card worth anything more than a Bryce Young card? The fact that we know Bryce Young's not that good, or we think we know that Bryce Young's not that good and Anthony Richardson could be good.
Or you could buy low on Bryce Young's. I mean, somebody just bought his 1 of 1 for $50,000. His Prism 1 of 1 black. The CJ Stroud one for $122,000. Thank you, Ian.
Well, Dave Canales could resurrect Bryce Young's quickly dying career.
What up, Brandon? Dude, $50,000. What up, Travis?
Oh my god, it smells like weed so much in here.
Tiger Woods cards? Yeah, I think Tiger Woods cards are worth something now. I mean, he's almost done.
I've got his IHOP one. His Waffle House.
Does he have to get to for anything?
It was Perkins.
It was Perkins, that's right.
He was banging the Perkins.
I gotta say, out of all of them, Perkins probably the best.
Hey, Mitch, what's up, man?
Of all that genre of IHOP, Denny's, Perkins.
Yeah, Denny's used to be up there.
Denny's was up there.
Denny's did have baseball cards back in the day.
Those Grand Slams with the holograms were Eric Davis, man.
Frank Thomas.
Ken
Griffey.
Good stuff.
I did some Yogi the Bear, Tony the Tiger.
What up, Mitch? Happy birthday, man.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Seen the first hologram.
Thank you, Gummed Up Petersboro. I just want to open some cards today.
Well, I could have brought some in for us. We could have done one.
Oh, no, you're fine.
His rhetoric slowly sinks into your skull. Corrupting the synapses in your brain, taking control of you. And there's no way to stop it. We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
to call in and contribute to the conversation, we would very much appreciate it. Listen, I know COVID might be going around, bird flu, swine flu, bovine flu, whatever is happening these days. But there is something that's making a comeback, and it is syphilis. Woo! Yeah, give it up for syphilis. That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. Bringing it back.
More of a gonorrhea man myself, but all right.
Well, bad news for you. Gonorrhea rates are dropping.
That sucks.
I know. I don't know why we're clapping for not the clap,
buy
but
low, sell high, man.
Buy gonorrhea.
I like it. America's syphilis epidemic laid bare. Rates of STD rise to highest level since the 1950s. And one state has become the outbreak's very unlikely epicenter. Now, I hope most of you didn't read this thoroughly, as I did. Do you have a guess as to which state is the syphilis epicenter in the United States?
Yes.
Go ahead, Seth.
I'm going to guess Hawaii.
Wrong.
If it's not New York, it's got to be Florida.
I'm guessing
Wrong.
Kentucky.
No, it is. See where it says unlikely?
I'm going to go with Missouri.
Close.
Kansas?
Close.
Arkansas?
No, farther away.
Colorado?
Utah.
Close. Getting closer.
California?
Montana.
Idaho?
What?
Wyoming?
Closer.
Dakota.
Yes. Which one?
North.
No.
South.
Yes.
The dirty South.
It is South Dakota is the epicenter of this new outbreak of syphilis. South Dakota currently has the highest rates of general syphilis infections at 84 cases per 100,000
it's
people.
because of Sturgis, right? I mean, it's got to be Sturgis. 100%.
What are you going to blame the bikers for?
100% Sturgis.
Actually, Brian, I'll have you know, it's maybe because of the
don't say, don't blame them. We blame them for everything.
The tribe people,
the Native Americans,
first Americans,
but
America first.
You
first
don't think
Americans.
they go to Sturgis too?
I don't know, Brian. I don't want to make any assumptions about things I don't know. Experts said the outbreak in South Dakota is linked to infections being transmitted in the Native American community. Is this happening in the casinos? Why? Why is this happening?
You don't blame the casinos.
I'm just
syphilis.
asking questions. I'm not blaming. I'm asking questions. Data also showed that among those being diagnosed with syphilis, 29% were only having sex with other men. Was it men having sex with them? I don't know. Were only having sex with other men. So you can kind of see a little bit of the breakdown here. I think it's also going up in people over the age of 65.
Yeah, those nasty old people banging in the villages.
Yeah, that seems to be happening. But here's the thing about that is like, isn't syphilis kind of like a slow burn?
Yeah, well,
isn't it like 10
out,
years?
It
There's
can
different
be.
stages.
So this is what it
says. Can you send me something about syphilis?
First stage is painless sores on the genitals, rectum, or mouth.
What about the
After they heal, the second stage is a rash. Then there are no symptoms until the final stage, which may occur years later. This final stage can result in damage of the brain, nerves, eye, or heart. Is it
Steven Stewart, $100 cash out.
Is it blood vessels in the eye?
Yes,
Don't. That's actionable. If you say I have a loathsome disease and I actually don't.
This is theater of the mind. I said nothing. I'm not even on a.
I will sue you.
You got gonorrhea, boy.
All right, let's see.
You scroll down, it shows the countries. It looks like it's big in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, that's racist.
Yeah.
Let me.
I mean,
I
we're
got
really
the
talking about.
sift down in Africa.
I love that song.
I got the sift down in Africa.
Yes. Is that Toto?
Yeah.
I am going blind.
Toto or Weezer, whatever you're into.
I like that. All right, so this kind of breaks down how you get syphilis and what it does to your body.
Syphilis is caused by a bacterium called Treponema pallidum, which belongs to a group or phylum of bacteria known as spirochetes, which, as you can see, have this coiled or spiraled structure. This is most commonly spread during intercourse when someone comes in direct contact with an infected.
They're having sex, Brian.
That's how my feet go when I'm having sex. We
play footsie.
We play toe wars.
I like it.
infectious lesion. And these infectious lesions are most commonly found on the skin of genital structures. And we'll get into more detail of these lesions in just a second.
Didn't this kill Ben Franklin? Is that right?
They're legions of doom.
But I do want to mention that it can also be spread during pregnancy, which could cause infection of the fetus. And this is one of the reasons why it's recommended that women who are pregnant or thinking of getting pregnant get tested for syphilis. And on top of that, there are cases where people can be asymptomatic. So someone who's thinking of getting pregnant or is pregnant may not even know that they have the infection.
Are those cadavers
so of course
behind
we'll talk
him?
more about who else
They're
is considered
mummies.
getting tested for syphilis.
No, I don't know.
But first, let's go back
dead
to that
bodies.
infectious
Those are the
lesion.
people that died from syphilis, Brian.
If you're dying from syphilis, you're really ignoring the signs.
Yeah. Well, let's fast forward. I want to hear about the death or something.
This is when the illness
the
becomes
rash.
more systemic. In other words, it'll spread to various regions throughout the body, and this comes with a variety of signs and symptoms. You can get generalized symptoms like fever, sore throat, headache, malaise, myalgias, which are muscle aches.
I get this
swollen
every
lymph
day.
nodes, and some people will get little patches of hair loss. And of course, the
You just lost a lot of hair,
or the
Anna.
characteristic finding of second
I'm just saying, your hair's a lot
You're
shorter.
not wrong.
syphilis, the rash. Now, the rash can
Don't
take
have
many
that.
forms, but classically, it's a diffuse.
And Ben Franklin did not die of syphilis.
What did he die from?
Pleuritic attack.
Oh, that? Well, I don't know what the hell you just said.
Pleurisy.
Pleurisy.
Okay,
But
pleurisy.
also known as pleuritis.
All right, I'll Google that myself later. Hello, who's this?
Hey guys, Mike from Naples.
What's up with the hot
Sharp
daughter?
chest pain.
Okay.
Your lungs become
I
inflamed.
just wanted to say, you know saying how great you guys are doing, and
thank
that
you.
wasn't a shot at Bubba at all. You guys really are doing great, but without Bubba, you wouldn't have this platform to do great.
We forgot about that, so thank you for reminding us.
Now I'm grateful all over again.
Mike, I think you're
I looked
way
around
over.
the studio and I wasn't reminded of him at all.
Babyface, I think he's way overthinking his call from yesterday that we didn't make a big deal about.
No, Bubba
Ultimately, I
texted
would
me
like
about
to
that
thank
call.
you for giving me a week off from hearing the Hogan story for the 837.
Oh, stop. Okay, thank you. Bye, bitch.
Why didn't you hang up on it? I knew where that was going.
I did.
Come on.
I was looking up if Ben Franklin had syphilis. I'm sorry. I was just trying to see. If
I told you how he died.
I know, but I like to see for myself. Okay.
Don't besmirch the great Ben Franklin.
I'm not besmirching him. I just thought he died a tragic death of syphilis, and maybe I was mistaken.
Did Abraham Lincoln shoot an apple off his head before he died?
Yep, exactly.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Nailed it. Target employee sentenced to 100 years for slaughtering coworker over, they say stolen lunch, but I don't know if there's actually evidence of that happening.
They probably were stealing it for months and driving this person insane.
You
and,
think so?
and you know what?
Yeah, that's
I'm going to let him off.
Yeah, that's a rational reaction.
Totally.
To kill them with a
It's
stab them to
lunchtime,
death.
and 7 days in a row you go to the fridge.
How do you know
and
it's
somebody-
7 days?
I'm making this up.
Okay.
But that's what it would take, and that's the breaking point for me. I will slaughter somebody if they ate my lunch 7 days in a row. That's that. You can die for that.
Yeah, I'm with Brian. He probably had it coming.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Well, let's read the story.
According to the article, it just happened one time.
One time? Well, that's
But what's funny is that he thought about it for a couple days, and he's like, "Yeah, this guy needs to die."
Must have been some good ass lunch.
You know what, Rhett? That's so funny that you mentioned that. I scoured through this entire article
To see what it was?
To see what the lunch was. I'm like, was it pizza? Like, was it a sandwich? Where was it? And it doesn't state anywhere what exactly the lunch was.
P.F. Chang's, our leftovers are to die for.
Seriously, apparently. So it's this 25-year-old guy. I will butcher his name. What's his name? Basin Burhi. He's been sentenced to 100 years. He is from Alexandria, worked at a Target in that area in April of 21. He ambushed a 58-year-old store janitor, Hernan Leva, and killed him with knives and a hammer.
Oh, my goodness.
Burry was charged
Clean up
with...
on aisle 4.
Shut up, Ryan.
Oh, Jesus.
Burry was charged with first-degree murder and the savage slaying, which he claimed was triggered by Levis stealing his food from the office fridge on April 14th. The disgruntled Target worker said he was upset by the alleged theft and spent the next few days plotting the homicidal
That's
revenge.
so smart because now he went from second-degree murder to first-degree murder. So it's really
he upgraded.
Really good job telling them that you thought about it and planned it out.
And you're like,
make it easy on him, you know?
Yep. The next day, Burr, he bought a hammer and a pair of knives while leaving his shift at Target. And he told detectives he spent the following day training for murder. And then on the third day, April 17th, Burry arrived at the Target employee parking lot nearly and lay in wait for the victim. When the unsuspecting janitor showed up for work, Burry charged at him with his arsenal of weapons, stabbing and beating him before running away. And that's the poor man that died. You know, it's really, really sad that this happened.
What's the mindset of somebody like this, Brian? Like, was this guy gonna kill somebody in his life?
You have to imagine at some point this was going to happen. The guy's a ticking time bomb. You know, it's only a matter of time before they erupt. And unfortunately, Ernan Latvia was his target.
Yeah,
that was it. You know, it's just like Office Space where
it sure
Milton's
burns
down in there, and he's like, I'm going to burn this place down.
He did.
Have you seen I have not been paid in over 2 weeks, and I would like a paycheck. And have you seen my red stapler?
Can you please return my stapler?
Please, that's all I'm asking.
That's such a cult classic. I never really got into it, but I did see it a few times. It's a solid movie.
If you saw it a few times, then you're kind of into it.
My favorite is.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say that it was always on Comedy Central, so it would like come on in the middle, and you'd watch maybe half an hour or something like that.
But that's also a sign of a great movie that you can just watch pieces of, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I think you kind of just like wait for the moments where he's like beating up the fax machine and maybe the end and stuff like that. But I don't know. I never found it like as funny as I guess
the
everyone
beginning
else
where
did.
the guy's gangster rapping and then turns down the radio and locks his door. It's hilarious.
I was gonna mention that's my favorite part of the movie.
Maybe I need to watch it again.
Your
I don't
name's
know.
Michael Bolton, like the singer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's better than I thought, I suppose. Have you ever had an altercation with an employee that got physical? I'm not saying you killed them. No, anybody. I'm asking anybody. 813-90-BUB. Have you ever had an altercation at work that got a little bit heated to the point where there was maybe some pushing?
I didn't push anyone, but I got in altercations when I was a boss.
Oh, with the Peruvians?
Well, no, I owned it before that. The Peruvians. The Peruvians only came in the last 6 months when COVID screwed me over.
So tell me about that.
That's not what you said during the break.
Is that what you call them?
Is that what you call them?
So what happened, Lummy? Like, did you have to lay down the law? Was it?
Oh, I fired the guy. His name was Paco. He's a warehouse guy. I snapped my keyboard in front of him.
You snapped your own keyboard?
He started getting real mouthy with me.
You really taught him a lesson.
So you
right before you smashed the laptop.
Well, before, yeah.
You broke your own equipment?
Well, he was making me so mad that I snapped my keyboard in front of him.
Wow.
You may have anger issues.
I did. I have changed, Brian.
Hey,
you don't think you still have anger issues?
No, I do not.
And
then
also,
where? Yes, I found Christ. Just like
where was he, by the way?
Church
he
of
was sitting
Canales.
in my office, and then I also fired two warehouse
inside
guys.
the keyboard.
I'm talking to you, Brian.
What a great hiding spot! I never thought of looking for you inside a keyboard, Christ.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Brian's really putting himself over.
Yes.
Let me continue. Continue about the taco.
Listen, when you own your own business, you get angry at a lot of people.
Yes.
So like
Bubba does all the time.
Yeah, with warehouse guys too. They were just messing up and getting mouthy with some employees. So I had to take care of them, and they actually tried to come at me. So I was the calm, collective one, Brian.
Until you snapped your own keyboard.
No, this was a different guy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we had many employees at the time.
Sorry.
So, but yeah, the
had
one
a couple
time,
of Pacos walking around.
Yes.
2 Pacos.
Okay.
I hate you.
Are you like Gen Z folks where you prefer drinking at home as opposed to going out? I kind of get this, but I feel like this might be a bad road to go down, because when you start drinking at home, all of a sudden you don't really need your friends anymore and you now have a drinking problem. Could drinking at home become the new going out? Recent research indicates that 6 in 10, that's 66%, of Gen Z wine enthusiasts opt for the comfort of their homes when it comes to drinking. Brian? Lummy, you guys like to drink. Do you like to drink out or in, or does it not matter to you?
I barely drink at home at all. I'll drink when I go over to somebody else's house or a party or something like that. But like on a regular night of the week, I haven't had a drink during a weeknight in a long time.
You ever
It
take
just-
a swig during the show or anything like that to hold you over?
I mean, I get a contact high from Lummy, but sometimes he'll sweat on me as he's walking by, and that's like 120 proof.
It's like taking a shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do for everybody.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But no, I'm not a big at-home drinker. I'm not a big have one drink guy either.
Me neither.
There's
It
no
seems
point.
pointless. Yes. It's a waste
I
of
want to just
calories.
make myself a little bit tired.
Yes.
And not want to be here anymore. Yeah, no.
I feel like we're the same there.
Yeah.
All or nothing
All
sort
or
of
nothing.
thing, right? It's
I've
like I'm
seen
either
Brian
getting
do
drunk.
all or nothing too.
Yeah.
Well,
you're
you
the-
haven't seen me do
every
nothing,
day
yeah.
you do, you know,
Nothing,
you
yeah.
don't really
Most
drink too
days
much.
are nothing. I'm definitely a binge drinker when I do drink, but
Hell
I'm
It's
yeah.
fun. He's fun.
Yeah, especially
It's
on
fun
Bud
to-
Light.
yeah.
Is it the Bud Light seltzers that you like so much?
No.
Those are awful, but I heard you drink them.
I don't. I mean,
He
if
did
that's
not
what's
like the high noon.
You didn't
I'm
like
not
the high noon?
I would rather
What's wrong
have
with a nooner?
I would
Those are so good.
I
He
would
was
rather,
angry.
I would rather just have a freshly mixed cocktail with vodka and soda water. And,
The skinny girls drink. I drink the same thing.
It's delicious.
It's the best way to go. No, it's the fewest calories.
No
it's the
hangover.
cleanest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I got
Well,
kind of sick.
a
I got
lot-
a little sick after bar,
Listen,
but
you'll get a lot more sick off of dark
absolutely,
liquors than
especially if you have a
will
lot of
that.
sugar.
Yeah.
Things with a lot of sugar make the hangover much worse. I've seen Lummy drunk a bit, and he seems to be able to handle himself just fine. But
yeah.
I've never really seen Brian drunk. I've heard stories.
Yeah,
but
I reach a point that it's the point of no return, but I can hold it for the most part.
do you get loud? Are you more fun?
I am
Do you get,
loud.
yes, but do you get louder than your bass line?
Probably a little bit, but not tremendously so.
Lummy, you've seen him drunk.
It's fun. No, I mean,
it's a good time.
Yeah. I was the one that I remember besides the Rays one is the after the Lightning game when we went to well, I guess it's not Channel Side now. It's
Water
Street or something?
Sparkman Wharf.
Sparkman's Wharf. And that's when I found out he did not like high noon because the bartender recommended it. It was a special, and Brian smashed that can after he drank it.
He was treating it like
no
a Venmo
more,
account.
No more
F
high
this.
noon for him.
Yeah.
Exactly. But no, he was a good time.
Yeah.
Buying drinks and just.
Seth,
letting
I feel
loose.
like you don't. And I think we've discussed this before. Is it mostly because of the medication or?
No, I mean, I found what works for me. I mean, like I love my marijuana. Like that's
Yeah.
what. There's no reason for me to mix it with anything like that. I never liked drinking. It
Ever?
doesn't. No, I mean, like I don't know. When I was 19 or 20, I would drink Jaeger just to get drunk. But
Yeah.
no, there's just I don't feel like I don't feel like I need it. I don't feel like I miss it. I just don't have it in me.
I
Whereas
gotcha.
my family doesn't drink at all.
Does Phoebes drink?
No,
Not at all. Not even like wine.
Nope.
Really?
Wow.
Nope.
I'm not coming to
great.
your Super Bowl party.
Bye.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
And this is a hit town, and I'm a hit deputy doing a hit job in a hit jail.
Up to you. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll do it now.
Okay.
Oh man. I mean, I'm not gonna be as smooth as Brian.
I mean, that's a tall
Well,
word.
this one
I don't even
makes
think Dan
fun.
could do a read as good as I did.
No, listen.
You did a good read.
Hey, this
Good
is
read.
straight through, like you said, a better. That's why it's like.
Oh, BetterHelp. When I saw the rules, I'm like, I ain't getting in
Well, that's
fucking
why
trouble
I
over
started
this.
getting- hey, I
You're
started-
here every day. You know the rules. I'm reading them one time.
No,
and it's-
but this is like you got to read it certain ways, and it's like.
yeah. No. I
Okay,
saw
hold on.
that.
And you can't like go off the
script. Yeah, at
if
all.
you don't have an experience with it.
Right. And it, like just reading the rules and knowing the ramifications, it was giving me anxiety. And I'm like, I don't need this. I was like, and then I was like, oh, good. Super Beats is still the same. I was like, I can deal with that. I can go with that. I'm good.
What up, Gary?
Last thing I want to do is lose one of the two sponsors.
Felix.
Good morning, Felix. What's everybody doing this weekend? What are the big plans for the non-Super Bowl weekend?
Football.
Nobody's watching that.
I am. I'm watching 1896.
You bet on it?
I'm watching 1896
Oh, man, God.
skill challenge. Leon Let's doing the 225.
You put money on the Pro Bowl?
Oh yeah.
I've got nothing on my calendar this weekend.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness. No
Maybe.
fucking birthday parties for fucking snot-nosed 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds or nothing. This is
THC's great for nausea and sleep.
this is phenomenal.
It's gonna be
For sure.
rainy on Sunday.
Yeah.
And nice on Saturday.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing SeaWorld on Saturday.
Dave
but-
Ockenberg's breaking it down right now.
Oh, you gotta be Gary. That's how you get locked in, man. If I ever have to edit like a long ass podcast or something,
where I go, like, when I used to edit the Lightning podcast and I would take out and just little shit, it would have to get really fucking high.
What's this about the barb you woke up in a ditch?
I got drugged. It was the first one ever.
You got drugged? That's what you're going with?
Oh, it was. A lot of people did.
Oh, really?
I can't handle my liquor.
Do we know who the drugger was?
No one will admit it. But I only had 3 drinks that night.
What do you think they did?
People say G water, and then everything I've heard since then, what I can remember. I mean, when you get 3 drinks, but you leave your drinks because you think you trust people, and then you black out from that.
Yeah.
It's how a lot of people do their best work, Gary, is that, some just don't admit it,
I mean, most great artists.
I got to be influenced by something.
Got to be influenced by something, yeah.
What's up, White Ice Tea? What's up, Creeds?
Hey, look, we were all outside, smoking. I think we all know we like to, everybody likes to do their best work high. Especially anything, editing or anything like that. Creating shit.
I think you're right, Robert L.
Oh, terrible dreams. Fuck. That's not good. Let me switch over to Rumble. See what's going on over here.
Oh, you bore me.
No, I just want to make sure I'm trying to, some days...
Spread the love.
Some days I'm on one, some days I'm not on any. I just try to...
I only do YouTube and Rumble. I can't do 3.
Oh, no, I'm just doing... Yeah, that's all I got.
Good morning, Maria. I agree with you. Thursdays are the best. I think the numbers will bear that out over time.
Brian's got a fucking click farm in Malaysia that he has that watches the shows and shit.
Farming them clicks.
I haven't started doing the walks yet before, but I am doing basketball.
He's shooting basketball.
Thanks, Fish on Jay. I just haven't been able to. I haven't pulled the trigger on waking up at 3:30 or whatever time I would have to do that. But
to work out before.
I wanted to go for a walk before work and an hour walk.
I go during lunch at work, but not an hour. It's 20 minutes. But it's nice just get away from my desk, especially this time of year where the weather is for the most part pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Fish on Jay. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to pull the nose up on what was a terrible reputation I initially earned with the Bubba Army for being afraid of COVID, and then for
being pro-vaccine also.
Being a smarmy, toothy, snowflake son of a bitch.
A Fauci fuckboy.
The Fauci fuckboy that I am.
A Fauci fuckboy.
So I'm trying.
You're making strides.
I've dug a big hole, and I fully acknowledge that.
Who are you talking to?
Chat, yeah.
Oh, who?
Fish on Jay. That just inspired me.
I thought someone said something about it.
Are they accepting your apology?
I don't see a comment about Babyface.
Thank you, Sunny Days. Is that a screen name for an OnlyFans though? Sunny Days.
Sunny Days has an OnlyFans.
Maybe. I don't know. Looks there's a small little thumbnail I can't fully make out.
Yeah, you gotta click her channel and then you see a big thumbnail.
Oh. Let's see.
You're ready for better help?
Yeah.
You are about to enter the Bubba Spin Zone. Are you sure you want to do this?
Toss the salad.
We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Welcome back. It is the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Before we get back to regular programming, a few words from Lummy.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com. It's a new year, and if you're thinking of starting therapy, you better give BetterHelp a try. Your mental health is so important, so don't put it off any longer. Go to BetterHelp.com/BTLS. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you got to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Become your own soulmate in 2024, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit BetterHelp.com/BTLS today to get 10% off your first month. Use BTLS and you will get that 10% off, and you will be on your way for better help.
Brilliant. Great job, Mom.
Better help. Sorry.
It's my bad.
There was a pregnant pause there.
My bad. Go ahead.
That's all right. I'll edit it out. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BTLS. Thank you.
Awesome.
Better
Great.
help.
81390 Bubba. Bubba is not here today. He will be back on Monday morning, so don't fear. You only have me for one more day after this, and then we're good. Please send money. Please send money at the Bubba Army Cash App, PayPal. Do not send Venmo. Do not send Venmo. It will get stuck in there, and Brian will come after you horde. So make sure that you don't do that.
Don't use Venmo at all. Like it's stupid.
Yes, it is stupid.
I don't need an emoji with my payment. Just give me my
Just give me
money
my money.
on.
The setting that defaults all of your payments to being public too that's my least favorite thing about it.
Yeah, you got to make that private, or just don't use it at all. Use PayPal, use Cash App, send money that way at the Bubba Army. Thank you very much. Now, this is a game that we play on the show pretty often, which is she guilty or is she not guilty? And I'm referring to the story where there's a teacher, a female teacher, who has sex with one of her male students.
Well, this one admitted to it.
Yeah, well,
so guilty.
I don't think you understand the game, Brian. Is we're going to take a look at what she looks like, and if she is a beautiful woman, then the verdict is not guilty. But if she is an ogre and she looks like Shrek, then guilty is charged. So let me just read the details here a little bit, and then I'll scroll down, and we'll make a determination as a show if this woman is guilty or not guilty. A newlywed Iowa school teacher has admitted sexually abusing students as young as 13. That's pretty young. Leaving her facing up to 33 years in prison after already losing her job and short-lived marriage.
I mean, her name's Cassidy Krause, and she's 24. That's a hot chick name.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. A teacher, her name is Cassidy Krause. She is 24. A teacher at IKM Manning School got hitched in July just for the new husband, Zachary, to file for divorce on August 28th, when the abuse against at least 3 boys first emerged. 3 days before the divorce filing, the teacher tendered her resignation to avoid getting fired. She pleaded guilty Monday to 1 count of third-degree sexual abuse, 2 counts of lascivious acts with a child, and 3 counts of dissemination and exhibition of obscene materials to minors. Looks like the boys were between the ages of 13 and 14.
Oh, boy.
What state is it? I feel like that was Iowa. Right, that's right. Iowa.
She's in Iowa 6.
She's in Iowa 8.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
the
so.
other pictures
There's no
don't look too
makeup there.
bad.
Is there one with makeup?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That her husband? Ex-husband? Yeah, that's not bad. Come on, Brian. Give her a little bit. Seth, I mean,
Oh, no, I think she's hot.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Oh, she just got married.
That must be her from, a while ago.
Yeah, it
perhaps.
looks like she just got married a couple months before she was arrested.
Yes, I did say that.
Wow,
it was only July, and
She's
then
cute.
It lasted about a month and a half before she started blasting 13-year-olds. So
I mean, she's clearly guilty. 13's too young. Come on, 14's too young. First of all, any underage is too young.
Sure, but there's a significant difference between
a 17-year-old student who's about to turn 18 and a 13-year-old.
Yeah, that's a bit too young. You got to just wait maybe a few more years. I wonder how she got caught. I think some of the boys ratted her out, or
it's always going to happen now. Nothing's a secret.
Yeah, you should know that. I'm surprised people do that still. I guess they just have these urges. And Brian or Seth or Lummy, do you think that she was always like this? She was attracted to younger kids and that's why she became a teacher? Or did she just kind of find herself in this situation and all of a sudden she's like, this is actually kind of hot, me blasting one of these boys?
She probably wasn't like super sexually popular, probably in like high school or college.
Was or was not?
Probably was not. Then
was
all these
not.
kids were probably showing her a ton of attention, and she got,
Because as an Iowa 8, which I think she is, you got to think compared to all the other gross Iowa teachers, she's probably getting a lot of attention from students.
Yeah, they were saying like she's the hot teacher.
Yeah, and you're right, Lummy. Maybe she wasn't used to getting all that hot girl attention, and she's like, this is it. This is my time. I'm hitting my peak now. Time to blast a 13-year-old boy. Odd, but whatever. Everyone has their own thing, I suppose. I mean,
I have to imagine that she didn't go into teaching because that was at top of the mind that she's going to be abusing young boys. I think it's probably like you're guessing is that this was buried deep within inside of her, and it's something that came out and emerged while she was teaching.
Yeah, that's what I think happened.
You think the husband stays?
No,
he divorced her.
Yeah. Within like a month.
Yeah, they got married in July. He filed for divorce in August, the following month, I believe. Now, at that point, is it even a divorce or is it an annulment?
An annulment can only happen if the marriage has not been consummated.
You mean if they blasted?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Is that for real? Or are you messing with me?
I mean, that's really the traditional rules around it. It's more of a question for Regina, but I'm fairly certain
that it is.
That's a part of it.
Let me, can you find some information if you don't mind? I'll move on to the next story, which is horrific. Pennsylvania cops found a machete and a kitchen knife in the bathtub next to a beheaded body of a father whose son killed him after ranting about revolution and freedom versus family on YouTube. So I guess this guy, his name's Justin Moan. He's 32. He's been arrested and charged with murder in Pennsylvania hours after uploading a video. He uploaded a video online showing his father's severed head. Not the move, I suppose. But I think there was a short video I did see of him, ranting about... I think this is, there was some strife in the family because maybe perhaps they didn't align politically is what I am assuming. Here's a little bit warning.
So in Florida, annulment is if it's a sham or a fraud, but religious annulments would be
consummation.
Consummation. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't. I thought it was just time. I didn't know it was.
I mean, time is a factor for sure, but and Florida doesn't actually have a specific statute on annulment, but it's a different process to get annulled in terms of what you have to show, I think, versus a divorce in Florida. It's a case law driven thing. If Regina happened to be listening, which she's not, she could call in. But
all right,
my father. He is now in hell for eternity as a traitor to his country. It is said that those who commit treason and betray others occupy the lowest pits of hell for all time.
I don't know if that was after the death or just while he was plotting it.
Well, no, he showed after the death was him showing the head with the machete and knife or whatever he used, which is, it's pretty crazy because this did not seem like your typical snapped guy.
Yeah, he was a Penn State graduate, the murderer, previously posted a revolutionary pamphlet. Oh my God, my eyes are so bad. It is titled America's Coming Bloody Revolution that claimed Americans would soon have to choose between losing freedom or killing their family.
Oh,
that's
we know which
pretty
one
crazy.
He chose.
Yep.
He's got his freedom
Yep.
as he spends the rest of his life in prison.
I know.
So this guy read this. This was a book you said that he read.
I think he wrote.
Like a manifesto.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Okay.
Yeah, he posted a revolution. Posted it titled America's Coming Bloody Revolution.
Okay.
This is some like 4chan, maybe 8chan sort of stuff, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's all about like white unemployment and how he's overqualified. I mean, he overqualified to get a job and blah blah blah.
In the 2020 pamphlet, he claimed Americans have to weigh what is worse: allowing themselves to lose freedom and independence, or killing their own family members, teachers, coworkers, bosses, judges, elected officials, and other older generations. And again, like Brian said, we all know what he decided. He knew what he had to do: kill Daddy in the bathtub with a machete. Pretty grotesque.
Was he aware of what would happen after that? Like, Brian, do you think he thought about after, I kill my dad, I'm going to go to jail?
Oh, he ran away, so he definitely knew that was a possibility.
Yeah.
They actually found him at like some military place, some fort or something like that. And so who knows what he was going there. Maybe he was trying to get a tank. Maybe he was playing like Grand Theft Auto in his head. I don't know.
Yeah, obviously he was not of sound mind. I could assure you that.
I mean, you think through this whole manifesto, you read it, you post it, I'm going to show my dad's head, but you don't think out like, hey, where I'm going to be able to, possibly be safe on the run.
It's just weird though, because his parents said he always had a good head on his shoulders. He had the job in Colorado, and
no more head on the shoulders. No more head on the shoulders. Hello, who's this?
The new shampoo he's buying is just and shoulders.
Shut up. Shut up.
You can save money.
Hello, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you over Brian. Who is this?
Charlie.
No, I don't want Charlie. Gross. He's going to ruin my day. He's going to ruin my time. So do not kill your family members, even if they voted for, Trump when you're a Biden or vice versa. Just keep all the heads on the shoulders, please. And thank you. I thought this was cool. We hear a lot of bad things about Putin. He's not a great guy, but it seems like he has great taste, in his secret lairs on the Finnish border. This is like Cribs, like dictator version. I like it. Putin's secret 10K acre lair, near the Finnish border has $10,000 bidets. He has a brewery, folks. I mean, how much could you hate the guy? And an air defense system. Yes, I mean, look at that. That's pretty cool. How's that different from any other country, Brian?
No, it's not. It's not really. All the leaders are trash.
Looks pretty badass to me. Is this a?
Looks like something out of a Bond film.
25 on the cash app.
Thank you. Hello, who's this?
That's Charlie.
Oh God. All right, maybe no more calls for the rest of the day. But look how beautiful this is.
Is that like his getaway house?
What does Charlie want?
He wants to talk to you, Brian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
go off on a.
No. It's bad. It's just gonna be bad for all of us.
Oh, he wants to cut off my head in a bathtub.
No, that's best case scenario.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, if he went after that. In November, Finland accused Russia of sending hundreds of Middle Eastern and African migrants across its border, forcing Finland to shut down its border crossing. The three homes on the estate, he's got three of them, are known as the Barn, the Fisherman's Hut, and the Garden House. The properties are reportedly decked out with extravagant bidets, shower heads costing up to $4,400 each, and an $108,000 Italian Flor de Bosco marble floor. He's got good taste. Italian marble, I like it. Can you find out, Lummy, how much his net worth is roughly and how
Putin?
Yeah. It's probably a lot. I know that he's sponsored by his team of oligarchs, but
so it's $200 billion.
That picture looks like he's warming up a penis with his hand.
Oh, this? Yeah, it kind of does.
That's a huge thumb.
Yeah. It
$200
sure
billion.
is.
That's pretty good.
$200 billion. That's pretty badass. How much does it say Biden is worth? How much does the president make? Like $200,000?
$330,000 a year, something
really?
like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Joe Biden's net worth says it could be $10 million. Yeah, that's what it has.
But
right
they're
now.
all the same, right?
Yeah. Same, but different, I suppose. I don't know. Who is the wealthiest leader on the? I guess it's the Saudis, right? And if you want to really talk about wealth discrepancies there between the Saudi royal,
be worth a lot.
Yeah, Xi Jinping probably as well. But I feel like the Saudi royal family, it's like all the wealth is concentrated. I mean, that's oil money. The oil money. Brian, have you seen Killers of the Flower Moon? Have you
I have
heard of
not
that?
watched
Okay.
that. I haven't had 3.5 hours to sit down and.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, it's pretty. You could splice it up in a few sessions. I don't know, but it's pretty cool.
I can't do that with movies.
Vladimir
I've got to
Putin.
watch a movie. When I start a movie, I have to finish the movie.
Okay, all right.
I don't watch movies in parts and sections. And
I got you.
pieces.
I got you.
It's
You're
meant
better
to
than
be
that.
watched contiguously.
I understand. Lemmy, what did you say?
Vladimir Putin, they say, is the richest
dictator.
Yeah,
or leader.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, well, it makes sense. Again, he's sponsored by all these oligarchs who have these badass yachts. Have you seen these yachts?
Yeah,
that they have. It's pretty cool.
Didn't we seize them when
some of them
the sanctions came out?
Yes, when we were trying to seize funds and stuff like that. But they're pretty badass, pretty cool. We'll be back after this.
1, 2, 3.
The audio torture never stops. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Was that a first
Boats
note?
and hoes, boats and hoes.
Oh,
I
that
gotta
was
have
it.
me my boats and hoes. We just ran out of gas. Call the Arabs. Prestige
A-Rab
worldwide.
Money. Do you remember that song by Busta Rhymes?
What?
A-Rab Money.
Arab money, yeah. Prestige worldwide. The first name in entertainment. Step Brothers is such a good movie.
I don't think I ever saw it.
Really? You haven't
Yeah.
seen Step Brothers?
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Oof. Respect for you just went down a peg.
Oh no.
Which is saying something.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I know. Is this like a heater? A space heater?
Yeah, Dan gets cold sometimes.
Really? What a fucking
I
pussy.
knew you were gonna say that.
What a weak ass bitch. I get cold sometimes. I need a space
Stop.
heater.
it's Anna's. He borrowed it.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it's not Dan's. That does not look like anything Dan would own. Where's the name brand? Where's the gold plating?
Listen, I got what he was saying. He said he gets cold when he drinks a smoothie. I do too at home. I got to put a jacket on.
Oh, when I drink a smoothie, it makes me cold.
It's cold, man. It's
Ooh, my throat. And sometimes I get brain freeze.
This is Brian's
That's hurtful,
testosterone coming out
especially for you.
temporary.
Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, people. Bubba Army, if I had to have a fucking space heater in here, you would be taking me pillar to post and fucking land blasting me, talking about what a snowflake pussy I am. I can't handle the cold. Blah blah blah. A real man without low T can handle cold weather in a studio, but Dr. Dan doesn't. Fucking cool. It's fucking cool. Tools.
What are you? I thought Chat loves you.
I know Chat loves me.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
Okay.
He just called him a bunch of tools.
The people that are all, ooh, dude,
Is Macho Man here?
Yes.
Should I? Okay, so
I've seen that mostly all good babyface stuff today.
Well, I know this isn't hot enough to melt a
Or should I do
snowflake.
fake and go? Should I do fake and go?
No, a lot of positive babyface stuff. I'm actually.
People love babyface.
Yeah,
I'll fade and go.
He said either one.
All right, I'm gonna say roll the credits because it's more fun.
Confucius say, the wealthiest man in the world is the man that does not need wealth to be happy. That's like right out of a fortune cookie. I know you tease everyone. I'm fucking teasing you guys too. Relax. I'm friends with Dan. Him and I go race our Ferraris every single weekend. I just don't brag about it.
Jeez, Louise.
Actually represent Hamilton and got him that deal with Ferrari.
Lewis Hamilton?
Yes.
I don't know. Is he Stanton?
No, Hamilton, the play.
You know, listen, I don't know, man.
I represent Lin-Manuel Miranda. Listen, I am teasing all of you.
Smoothies cool your core. Low body fat
Smoothies
dudes
cool
get
your
cold.
core. That's why you need
Chubby
a space heater.
snowflake.
Who said that?
Not gonna name the person.
It's clearly in Twitch.
It's an anonymous source.
Smoothies cool decor.
So we're media. We don't have to hear our sources.
Oh, Pippi Longstroker is the biggest Dan mark. All he does is slobber all over Dan's cock.
It's
that's
pretty
funny.
None of that.
It's easy to say that when Dan's not standing in front of you.
Dan would never go bash baby seals because he couldn't take the fucking frigid cold that it would take to go up to the baby seals to bash them.
Jesus.
Well, I guess that's only if he had a smoothie before.
We're going to get Dan's response tomorrow on the show. 6 a.m.
That's why I don't type during chat, because my fingers are cold.
Okay.
Poor Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
I love Dan. Come on.
You keep saying that and then you just insult him mercilessly.
I love Dan. He's a fucking pussy.
They go back and they go back further than like any of us would know. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
We go back so far.
How far back do you go?
Yeah, we did a show together for a long time.
I know.
you guys are always messing with each
Started
other.
out with everybody, and then it was just him and me, and then it was just me.
The show is all.
And then the show was over.
Oh man.
We had dozens and dozens of listeners.
But it got you where you are today, right here.
You guys are doing so great. I'm just going to take all of next week off as well. Isn't Bubba out Thursday and Friday next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we all are off.
Oh, so I'm not here? No. Oh, that's right. This is like brings up the time where I'm not going to be here for like a fucking month.
Yep.
We're going to do the cards on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll make time on Wednesday.
At least he has his priorities in order.
Great. What do we do with him now?
We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Welcome back. It is almost time to say goodbye. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. No Bubba today or tomorrow.
Are you guys cold? It's freezing in here.
Shut up! Are you actually cold?
No.
Because you got a space heater right next to you.
I'm not a pansy.
Oh.
Who needs a space heater?
Okay, all right.
Why? Did somebody need that?
No, shut up, Brian.
While they're sitting here?
Brian!
On this show? With all these ring lights? And all
Creating
these
problems.
monitors creating and putting off heat? That's weird.
Babyface has just been talking trash, man. Not okay. Not cool.
Just because Dan gets chilly, drinking a smoothie, which I can fully relate
cools
to.
your core.
Yeah, just I can fully relate to. And, Brian has just been taking the sledgehammer to him,
and
again and again and again.
The anonymous source said, obviously, dudes with lower body fat get cold quicker.
It must have been Dan.
I'm
glad he's listening on Thursdays during the middle. I mean, he should be working.
Unlike a little seal that you are. Your little seal
Is this
body.
from the anonymous source
It's
again?
from my anonymous source.
That's so crazy.
When Dan goes to Union, he can't have more than one ice cube.
Okay, all right. Enough between you two.
Did he really
We're all
say-
friends here.
Did he really say Babyface has the body of a seal?
I'm not telling you.
Said he had a
I'm
lot
telling
of
you that.
body fat, which keeps him warm,
Yeah,
even though he has
he's
low
a little
T.
seal, Babyface the seal.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Low
anyways.
T, high fat. So
Baby
what?
back, bitch!
Okay,
That's what
all
Stein
right,
said,
stop,
right? Sorry,
enough.
I was Stein for a
Stop.
second.
I feel like Jerry Springer here. Enough. Break it up between you two, okay? Enough is enough.
Yeah, so we can talk about the new diapers.
Yes, I want to talk about this in case you need a different kind of getaway. Some people go on cruises. Some people go to retreats in Tulum. But if you're into something kind of different, kind of weird, and you want to resort back to being a child, well, there's a resort for you. It's a new diaper spa where adults role play as babies, and it's in this tiny little town in New Hampshire. It's called
Pampers.
Yes. It's sponsored by Pampers. It's Adult Baby Diaper Lover, which is called an ABDL for those who are in the community. It's probably part of the alphabet soup, perhaps. And it's actually a very diverse community with various individuals and their unique wants and needs, okay? It's a very cool thing. New spa catering to diaper-wearing adults. And I'm assuming these aren't like old people. These are people who want to role play as young children. Has opened a new in small town New Hampshire, alarming some local residents. It's called it's age play friendly adult diaper spa. Okay, Brian, that's what it's about, and it's very, very cool.
Oh my goodness,
this is disgusting.
I almost went to an enema camp in Thailand, but what?
An enema camp?
Yeah, well,
like,
that's what I called
where
it.
People are into getting enemas?
It was just like a cleansing thing. I met this British man who was telling me and my friends about it while we were in Thailand. And he's like, his name was Ian. And he was just like, you got to check this place out. I'm like, what is it called? I forgot what it's called, but it was some place on some remote Thai island where all you do is drink green tea, do yoga, and get enemas every single day. And he's like, dude, even on the 7th day, there was still, doo-doo coming out of my booty hole. And he was like, it was the most amazing thing. And I really looked into it, but I ran out of time and money, so I had to come home.
Doesn't sound safe or healthy.
No, probably not. But to me, I was like, man, that sounds like a cleanse, like a,
They have one of those located
toxics.
in Flushing, New York.
Okay. Thank you so much. The services advertised include an adult baby diaper lover nursery spa care at $300 an hour, virtual play dates at $200 an hour, and an all-day premier spa experience for the little one inside of you for $1,500. So that's some pretty cool stuff. If you're into that sort of thing, well, they got a place for you in New Hampshire.
Joe Thomas, $20 on the Cash App. Happy birthday, Seth.
Happy birthday, Seth. I hope you have a wonderful birthday and do something besides just like wank off and fall asleep.
Did you bake him a cake, Anna?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to get a cake from Anna on your birthday here.
Oh, my goodness.
I apologize. A cake will come at some point. It just may not be on anyone's birthday. We'll sort it out, okay? Brian, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me. Love you all. Love you, Dan.
Causing fires that we have to later put out,
well,
but it's okay.
There may be a fire here one day to keep Dan warm. So.
All right. Thank you for wearing that shirt and making us money. Seth, thank you very much. 2 Live Jew after this, so stay tuned for it. Lummy, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Rhett, thank you. Macho, thank you. We appreciate you all. 2 Live Jew will be after this. I believe it's podcast only, right, Seth?
Yes.
Okay, podcast only. And tomorrow, big show, 6 to 10 with the Diacos and Seth. And then we will be doing the Anna Homo Show following that because you probably haven't had enough of me for this week.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just nix that? It's pretty much been the Anna Homo Show.
Well,
just give
I
yourself
have to
Friday
do a
afternoon
show.
off. You have
I would love to. Yeah,
You're contractually obligated?
No, but I don't want to get yelled at. So,
well, I mean, I would just text him and be like, hey,
I'm
boss.
I'm not texting him
I'll
anything.
text him
No,
for
you won't. No, you won't. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you later. Roll the credits.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lummox,
co-host Anna Hummel,
co-host Dr. Dan Diaco Esquire of Council, co-host J. Diaco Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council,
Rhett, the Filthy Ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repair the law.